enjoying the ball game, all the fans in the lucky section get a free coupon to Bridgewater Sports Arena. Bridgewater Sports Arena is the place to play with 3 ice rinks, hockey and figure skating programs, birthday parties, a fitness center, pro shop, food concessions, laser tag, soft play, and an arcade. Batting fifth, number 33, the first baseman, John Griffin. Hitting sixth and playing left field, number 28, Prentice Redmond. Batting seventh, number 11, the second baseman, Luigi Corona. Batting eighth and catching number 9, Mike Blank. And batting ninth, number 12, shortstop Dan Lyons. On the mound this evening for the Ducks, wearing number 49, Andrew Barbosa. Kevin Baez is the manager of the Long Island Ducks. And now, the starting lineup for your Somerset Patriots. Leading off, number 6, the center fielder, Johnny Tucker. Batting second, left fielder, number 91, Aaron Eggleston. Hitting third, number 24, first baseman, Thomas Neal. Batting cleanup, right fielder, number 14, Chris Morero. Batting fifth, number 9, the designated hitter, Matt Gamble. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 8, David Vidal. Batting seventh, number 20 at second base, Greg Hopkins. Hitting eighth, shortstop, number 13, Robert Andino. And rounding out the order, hitting ninth, number 21, the catcher, Adam Donahue. On the mound this evening for the Patriots, wearing number 31, Matt Zielinski. The coaching staff for your Somerset Patriots, the pitching coach is Corey Dowell. The third base and hitting coach, Shane Spencer. And the manager of your Somerset Patriots, number 29, Brett Jody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time I want you to direct your attention out to the mound for tonight's first pitch ceremony. And your on-field host, Carrie Schreiber.
Thank you, Paul, and welcome.
Somerset Patriots! First pitch cranked to deep right center field. The 1-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Hit to deep left field. Going back at Finnick. Warning track wall. Gone. Strike 3. Got him on the changeup. The 1-0. This ball is gone off the scoreboard. Patriots win. Somerset!
Beautiful night for baseball here from the jewel of the Atlantic League that is TD Bank Ballpark. ESPN.TV is going to bring you coverage of your Somerset Patriots against the Long Island Ducks. This fierce New York-New Jersey rivalry resumes. Somerset's going for their 6th straight series win if they can win this evening. Before the game, I had a chance to catch up with the skipper, Brett Jody. Well, Brett, Somerset and Long Island have been battling since 2000. The all-time series is 147 to 142, pretty much dead even. Is it kind of fitting that all these 3 games thus far have been really close?
Yeah, you know, it started out, I guess, last year even is the most recent time besides this series here. The first game of the season, I think, went 15 innings, I believe. So you expect there's going to be a battle. They have a quality team over there, a great, well-coached team, a lot of stellar players, I think, over there. They pitch the ball very well. They run the bases well. They play good defense. I mean, the shortstop's making all kind of plays out there. So we know it's going to be a battle. We look forward to playing them, and I'm sure they look forward to playing us.
Guys like Gamble and Andino, it seems like they're really coming around, being a little more efficient with their bats. What are you seeing from 2 ex-big leaguers right now?
They are. I think it started in the York series. Now, Andino's had some game-winning hits for us this season. I know his average isn't where he wants it to be, but he's a proven big league player. He comes up huge in big-time situations, and he's done that already in a few limited samples. But more recently, he's getting it done numerous times. He's played multi-hit games and stuff. I think it started in the York series. Same with Matt Gamble. I mean, what do you have? 8, 9 RBIs, I think, in that series. And Dino had another couple of hits last night. big hits for us, but he's been coming up big in big situations. That's what we expect from the big leaguers. You know, Gamble's a little bit different. He's had a few years off, so it's going to take him a little while to get into the flow of things. Missed a little bit of time due to, you know, hit with the line drive in BP. So it was hard for him to get back and get his comfort level going, I guess. But you can see it coming together. He's still starting to drive the ball the other way pretty well, and both of those guys are going to come up big for us this year.
Buddy Boshears, is the key with him just throwing strikes early on? He was kind of nibbling, but now he's being so efficient. The other day, you used him for 2 innings.
Yeah, I think, his first outing, actually, I think he was a little wild against Maryland. That was very early in the season. But then he actually threw strikes, just got hit around a little bit. But ever since then, what you want to see is improvement each time. And he's really throwing the ball very well right now. He's got a great curveball, good fastball. He's locating well, and they're not taking real good swings on him. And yeah, we did extend him out to 2 innings the other day. It was an extra inning game. We felt like we needed to, and he had a quick pitch count in the first inning, so send him back out there, and that's huge for the success of our ball club to have guys that can go back out there and put up another 0 for us. He's been huge for us this year.
And lastly, Brett, I've been around since 2012. I can't remember a time where we took a bus right after a home game to the next location. You've been around for a dozen years. When was the last time, if it's ever happened, do you remember this kind of traveling scenario as we're going to Bridgewater?
As far as I can recall, I don't think it's happened. And the funny thing was, the club came and said, "What are we going to do about our clothes tonight, our loops and stuff like that? How do we wash them?" I'm like, that's a good question. You know, I didn't really think about that. So we're gonna have to take them over there and get them done at Bridgeport tonight. But yeah, I've never seen a series where you go in, have a day-night doubleheader the first day in and on a Sunday. When do you travel on a Saturday for a Sunday first game of a series? But we adjust to it. You know, team's on board with it, and both teams have to do it, and we're gonna make the best of it.
Great stuff from Brett. We're gonna have a great game during the contest, and we're gonna have fireworks after as well. Should be a fun Saturday night here from TD Bank Ballpark. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, first pitch, and baseball right here on ESPN.TV. Come on. Live from TD Bank Ballpark in lovely Bridgewater, New Jersey, WCTC and ESPN.TV proudly present another production of Somerset Patriots Baseball. As tonight, your Somerset Patriots host the Long Island Ducks in the final game of a 4-game set featuring these Liberty Division foes. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me on this hot Saturday evening, May 30th, 2015. Thanks for listening, whether it be locally in Central Jersey on 1450 AM on your radio dial, maybe across the globe on ESPN.TV or WCTCAM.com, or maybe via your iPhone, iPad, or Android. Just search 1450 WCTC in the App Store and download that free app immediately. I am the voice of the Somerset Patriots, Justin Antwell, live from the Fullerton Auto Press Box. Glad to have our broadcast venue production crew on our TV side of things. Glad to have Mike Lawrence on our radio side of things, board hopping for me. Series finale, Somerset's won 2 of the first 3. And how about the pitching for Somerset? 22 consecutive scoreless innings for this staff, led by third-year pitching coach Corey Dommel, dating back to the 9th inning on Wednesday. They've posted back-to-back shutouts over the Ducks, and currently Somerset has a 5-game lead on these Ducks in the first half Liberty Division race. Tonight is the 35th game of the season, so we're exactly at the midway point of the first half of the season. If Somerset wins tonight, they would be on pace to go 140 this season. They're 24-10. They're 23-10 right now. We're 2 games away exactly from the midway point. But the point is, they're firing on all cylinders. They're 23-10 right now, 13 games above 500. They've matched their high water mark of the season. Meanwhile, the Ducks, they're just 18-16, hovering around the 500 mark. Good pitching matchup tonight. 2 lefties going at it. It will be the southpaw Andrew Barbosa for the Ducks. No record, 1.12 ERA against southpaw Matt Zielinski, an all-star starter from a year ago. 1-0 with a 2.92 ERA. Currently 84 degrees and beautiful outside here from TD Bank Ballpark. A great day for baseball. We talked about the pitching, 22 consecutive scoreless innings. How about the hitting? Marrero Mania has taken over Central Jersey. He's in the midst of a 17-game hitting streak. He'll look to balloon that to 18 sometime over the course of the next 3 hours. Well, Matt Zielinski and his fellow all-star battery mate Adam Donahue have just taken the field. So the Long Island Ducks will get up on the top step of the dugout down the third base line. Somerset looking to win their 6th straight series. The last time they lost a series, you got to go back to early May when they were in Texas. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups. We'll have first pitch, and we'll have baseball. Game number 34 of this marathon 140-game season coming up exclusively on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Let's go 2 minutes.
At diamondnation.com. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask for everyone to please rise on the first base side of the field with our pre-anthem song, My Country 'Tis of Thee. Here is Randolphville Elementary. Now, ladies and gentlemen, directly behind home plate, we do ask that everyone please rise, and please remember to remove your caps, with the exception, of course, of our veterans and active military personnel, who by act of Congress may keep their hats on while maintaining an appropriate salute. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, the Mount St. Mary Academy Chorale.
As we are just about ready for baseball on this Saturday evening, Somerset Patriots looking for their 6th straight series win. They lost game 1 7-6. They won game 2 of this set 1-0 in 12 innings. They won last night 3-0. Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Long Island Ducks, led by 5th-year skipper Kevin Baez, coming in with an 18-win mark and a 15-loss mark on the season. The Ducks are in 2nd place in the Liberty Division, 5 games back at Somerset. Leading off, Brian Sabatella in right field. Batting 2nd, Delta Cleary Jr. in center field. Hitting 3rd, Lou Ford at DH. Cleaning up, Cody Puckett at 3rd base. Batting 5th, John Griffin at 1st base. Followed by Prentice Rebin in left field, and 7, 8, 9 respectively. Reggie Corona at 2nd base. Mike Blanke at catcher, and Dan Lyons is the shortstop, rounding out the order. These 9 gentlemen of the Long Island Ducks will have to face the savvy southpaw Matt Zielinski, 6'3", 200-pound, 27-year-old from Southampton, Pennsylvania. Throws the 4-seam fastball, 2-seam curveball. He's got a good changeup to keep hitters off balance. He started the All-Star game a year ago. This is his 2nd straight year in the Atlantic League, and he's putting up stellar numbers just like he did in 2014. 5 games, 4 starts, 1-0 record, 2.92 ERA, 27.2 innings pitched, 25 hits allowed, exactly hit per inning, 10 Ks, 5 walks, a good 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and opponents are only hitting .243 against Matt Zielinski. He gets in trouble with leadoff batters. Leadoff batters hit .370 against Big Z, but with runners in scoring position, this cerebral pitcher is able to bear down. Opponents are hitting below the Mendoza line against him at only .182. Left to right in the outfield behind Zielinski, it will be Eggleston, Tucker, and Marrero. Left to right around the diamond, it'll be Vidal, Andino, Hopkins, Neal, and the batter made of the aforementioned Matt Zielinski is Adam Donahue. James Skelton caught back-to-back days, including the extra inning game, so he gets a well-deserved day off. It'll be a long night for Somerset. Immediately after this game, they have a 2-hour bus ride to Bridgeport to get ready for a doubleheader that starts tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Harbor Yard in Connecticut in the Nutmeg State. 1 and 6 p.m. a day-night doubleheader. Awkward scheduling, but yeah, we're taking a bus an hour after this game ends to leave for Connecticut. We may not touch down at the Holiday Inn until around 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time. But you can't worry about tomorrow right now. Got to focus on the present. Somerset looking for their 6th straight series win. The Patriots are 15-4 in their last 19 games, firing all cylinders, and Matt Zielinski fires a first pitch strike at 7:08 p.m. Eastern Time, and we are underway from the jewel of the Atlantic League that is TD Bank Ballpark in its 17th year of existence. In for a called strike to Sabatella, and the count is 0-2. Sabatella leads the Atlantic League in runs scored with 26 and leads the league in stolen bases with 14. You want to keep this guy off the bases. The 0-2 to the big righty. Up and away on a waste pitch, count 1-2. It's 317 feet in the left field line, 315 feet in the right field line, 365 in the gaps, and 402 to dead center field. 84 degrees and perfect outside. The 1-2, just outside, count 2-2. Zielinski's coming off his worst outing of the season in York. Lasted just 4 innings, gave up a season-high 8 hits and a season-high 5 runs, so he's looking for a bounce-back effort. The 2-2, foul in the netting behind home plate. And we'll do it again. Sabatella hitting .273, a homer, and 14 RBI. It's amazing that Somerset has been able to shut out the Ducks on back-to-back days. This is a Ducks team that came into this series with the most runs scored in the Atlantic League. They always have a prolific offense. This ball is hit up the middle for a base hit. Good piece of 2-strike hitting to take that ball right back where it came from as Sabatella's hot hitting continues. In his last 10 games, Brian Sabatella has just been on fire, hitting over .350. So 1 on, nobody out. Top of the first inning, no score. And here comes center fielder Delta Cleary Jr., one of 2 switch hitters in the lineup. The other is Reggie Corona, the number 7 hitter. So Zielinski will pitch from the stretch here. Cleary Jr. hitting .300 and a homer, 6 RBI. Began the year in Double-A ball with the Washington Nationals organization. Fastball inside as Cleary Jr. showed bunt but pulled back. Now it's important for the Ducks to score first because when Somerset draws first blood, the Patriots are 17-2 this season. If you give the best pitching staff in the Atlantic League some runs to work with, they're going to run away with this game. After all, this pitching staff is in the midst of throwing 22 consecutive scoreless innings, dating back to the 9th inning on Wednesday. Through a shutout inning in the 9th inning on Wednesday, through 12 shutout innings on Thursday, and 9 shutout innings last night in the 3-0 victory. It'll be a 1-0 here, and this ball is bunted down the first base line. Z picks it up, shovels it over to first, got him just in time. Good stretch by Neal. So Baez playing for an early run against the red-hot Patriots. It's a sac bunt for Cleary Jr. Runner on second, 1 out, and here comes the Atlantic League's leader in RBI, Lou Ford. Has 33 RBI. That's 6 more than anyone else in the Atlantic League. He is the reigning Atlantic League MVP. He won the MVP at 38 years old last year, the oldest player to ever win the league's MVP award. I mean, Lou is just having a great year. 4th in the league in batting average at .346. 1st in RBI, like I mentioned, at .333. 2nd in extra base hits at 17. 1st in hits at 45. He's 39 years old. And he serves as the hitting instructor. Runner on the move. Low and in. Throw to third. It's going to be in time. He got him. Donahue nails Brian Sabatella, who led the Atlantic League in stolen bases with 14, but they were trying to jump on Zielinski, but to no avail. Nice throw by Donahue, who should be well rested. He's catching after having back-to-back days off. So Sabatella had 14 stolen bases in 16 attempts, is caught for just the 3rd time all season trying to swipe third. Big out right there, so that really nullifies the sac bunt. And here comes Ford, fouled down the right field line. Count 1-1, 2 outs. Scoreless top of the first inning. Patriots led by 3rd-year skipper Brett Jody down the first base line. Ducks led by 5th-year skipper Kevin Baez down the third baseline. Now, Baez is one of those managers who coaches third base while his team's hitting like they are right now. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Count 1-2. Baez is the only person in Atlantic League history to win a title as a player and as a manager. Brett Jody's looking to join that club this year. as well. Jody won as a player, trying to win as a manager. Baez won as a player in 04 and a manager twice in 2013 and 2012. The 1-2. Up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Somerset looking for their 23rd consecutive scoreless inning from their pitching staff. Brett is flanked by Corey Dommel and Shane Spencer. Been on his staff all 3 years. Low and in. Count 3-2 here to Captain Lou. Been with the Ducks for 6 years. He's a career .339 hitter in the Atlantic League. I mean, you could say that Lou Ford is on the Mount Rushmore of Atlantic League players of all time. One of the top 4 players this league's ever seen. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, strike 3. Nice job by Zielinski to work around the leadoff single. 1-2-3 go the Ducks. Through 1/2 inning of play. None for Long Island. Somerset, they're coming to bat on the New Talk Radio 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Hi.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Fans, I hope you're paying attention. All right, guys, which pup? Is it 1, 2, or 3? Fans, what do you think? All right, they think it's 3. And they're correct. Here you go, guys. You get $10 gift card to Quick Check. And congratulations, the timing is perfect because right now Quick Check is offering 5 varieties of delicious 6-inch subs for just $2.99 each.
Hey, take a picture.
Need to hire technical professionals? Spearhead Staffing is Somerset County's award-winning IT staffing and recruiting company. Visit them at spearheadstaffing.com. That's spearheadstaffing.com. For over 100 years, Carrier has offered specialized services to care for individuals suffering from psychiatric and addictive disorders. Visit www.carrierclinic.org to learn more. Bottom of the first we go. We're scoreless. Here's the starting 9 for your Somerset Patriots. 23-10 on the season. Best record in the Atlantic League, led by third-year skipper Brett Jody. Leading off, Johnny Tucker in center field. Batting second, Aaron Eggleston in left field. Hitting third, Thomas Neal at first base. Cleaning up, Chris Marrero in right field. Batting fifth, Matt Gamble at DH. Followed by David Vidal at third base. And 7, 8, 9 respectively, Greg Hopkins at second base. Robert Andino at shortstop. And Adam Donahue is the catcher, rounding out the order. These 9 gentlemen will be facing the southpaw Andrew Barbosa, who's peaked at the AA level, 6'8", 205-pound, long drink of water from San Juan, Puerto Rico. 27 years old is Andrew Barbosa. No record, 1.12 ERA, just 2 starts, 8 innings pitched, 4 hits, 6 Ks, 3 walks. Opponents hitting 160 against the lanky lefty. Fastball up and away. Count 1-0 here to Johnny Tucker, who's hitting .214, a homer, and 16 RBI, second most RBI on the team for Tucker. That's a testament to the bottom of the order, getting on base for the Catalyst to drive him in. This ball's ripped to deep left field. Going back is Sabatella. That's going to be over his head. This will 2-hop against the wall, and Tucker's going to coast into second with a leadoff double. So nicely done by the Somerset Patriots, giving the Ducks a dose of their own medicine. The Ducks had hit 9 doubles in this series, and now Somerset tallies a 2-bagger. Here's the defense for the Ducks. Left field, Sabatella. Center field, Cleary Jr. Right field, Redmond. Left to right around the diamond. Puckett, Lyons, Corona, Griffin, and the battery made of Barbosa is Mike Blanke. Lefty-lefty matchup. Aaron snapped his 7-game hitting streak last night. He was the walk-off hero on Thursday. And he bunts this one down the first base line. It's a good one. Going to be a tough play, and Aaron Eggleston beats it out. It's a bunt single. Aaron's now hit safely in 8 of his last 9 games as the .304 hitter. He's back to his all-star form in 2013. So it was a drag bunt down the first base line, and Aaron beats it out. Tucker trots to third. So you got men on the corners, nobody out for the teeth of this Somerset order. Remember, Somerset is 17-2 this year when they score first. Infield's going to play back. They're going to try and turn two, and they'll give up a run. That's the right defensive alignment to play in the first inning. And Neal grounds this one softly to third. Tucker's going to hold it third. Now they're going to try and come home with it, and Tucker is going to be out at the plate. Oh, some terrible base running right there by the Somerset Patriots as the Ducks end up turning a double play and get the runner out at home. It was a ground ball to third. The third baseman Puckett threw to second for the force out. Then Tucker broke for home, and the second baseman Corona fired to Blanqui at the plate, who tagged out Tucker. So it's a double play that goes 5-4-2. Great D by the Ducks right there. 5-4-2 DP that results in a fielder's choice. So Neal's on first now, 2 outs, scoreless bottom of the first inning. This could have been a huge inning for Somerset. And here comes Chris Marrero in the midst of a 17-game hitting streak, hitting .328, 8th best mark in the Atlantic League. Leads the team in homers with 6 and RBI with 20. He leads the league in extra base hits with 18. Chris Marrero's putting up video game type numbers over the last 2.5 weeks, hitting .425 during this 17-game hitting streak with 5 homers and 14 RBI and 10 doubles. Found in the netting behind home plate, count 0-2 to the Miami native. Scoreless bottom 1, 2 outs. Umpires for you this evening: Warren Nicholson at third base, Tom Grandolfo at home plate, and Freddie DeJesus is the first base umpire, the crew chief. Lefty pitcher, righty batter, 2 outs, runner on first. Marrero trying to extend his hitting streak to 18 games against the lanky lefty Barbosa. Final game of this 4-game set, the 0-2. Swing and a miss on a good curveball down and in, swung on top of by Marrero. Somerset at first and third, nobody out, but comes away rarely empty-handed. Through 1, we're scoreless. At the top of the second we go on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
Hey, what are you doing? You said you were going to find out about Plenty, the new rewards program?
I did. In fact, I'm earning Plenty points right now.
But you're not doing anything right now.
Lily.
He's right. Sign up and you can earn Plenty points just for being a wireless customer.
In the meantime, I just kick back and watch the points roll in.
Where did you get those noodles?
AT&T cafeteria.
You mean the break room?
AT&T, the only wireless carrier to be a part of Plenty, a rewards program that lets you earn points at one place and use them at another.
Because you've got the dirtiest car in the parking lot this evening. We want to give you the customer service where you just...
For complete family eye care, go with the Patriots. Go see Dr. Ivy Ehrlich and Dr. Martin Storbeck at the Bridgewater Optometric Center, Pearl Vision at the Somerset Shopping Center. You can call them at 908-685-0794. The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. Top of the second we go. We're scoreless. It'll be Puckett, Griffin, and Redmond due up. Righty, righty, righty against the lefty, Matt Zielinski. Cody Puckett has been great. He's got 5 hits in this series, hitting .297 as the Apple Valley, California native. First pitch, change-up strike, count 0-1. Puckett's hitting .366 in his last 10 contests. He seems to always do well against Somerset. Next pitch, foul tipped into the middle of Donahue. Count 0-2. Gorgeous night for baseball. 287 running parallel to the left field wall. The train tracks that run north to New York City parallel to the right field wall. The American flag waving beyond the batter's eye in dead center field. This ball's dribbled on the first base line. Z's going to have a tough play to first. It's going to hit the runner on the back. That'll be an infield single for Cody Puckett. It's a little dribbler down the first base line, and Puckett's aboard. So the leadoff man's aboard for the second straight inning for the Flock. 1 on, nobody out. Top of the second, we're scoreless. And here comes John Griffin, who struck out against John Hunton to end last night's game as Hunton notched his 6th save in 8 opportunities. Griffin's a big guy, 6'6", 225-pounder. Went to University of Central Florida in Orlando. Fastball in for a called strike, 0-1. Griffin hitting .260, 5 home runs, 19 RBI. All 5 of his home runs came in a 2-day span from May 20th to May 21st. He actually hit 5 home runs in 5 consecutive at-bats. 2 in one game, 3 in another. Now, if they all happened in one game, that would be a record. But to say he was locked in those 2 days is an understatement. The 1-1 here to Griffin. Pokes this foul behind home plate, count 1-2. Griffin is a power hitter, but being a power hitter, the downside is you're going to strike out a lot. And this guy has the propensity to strike out at a rapid rate. This season, Griffin struck out 44 times. That's tied for second most in the Atlantic League. The 1-2. Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the second, we're scoreless. The only player in the league to strike out more than John Griffin is Denny Almonte of the Sugarland Skeeters. Played for Bridgeport last year. The 2-2 here to Griffin. Foul tipped into the netting behind home plate. And we'll do it again. This is Matt Zielinski's second straight year with Somerset. Last year he was fantastic. Started the All-Star game, went 10-8 with a 3.27 ERA in 27 games and 22 starts. Had a 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him. Well, we told you Griffin has the propensity to strike out. 1 on, 1 out, scoreless, top of the second. And here comes Prentice Redmond, the ex-Bluefish. But Zielinski came in this year and really struggled in spring training. In fact, he was not part of the 5-man rotation to start the year. Tyler Herron got the nod over Z, and Z was the long man for the first week and a half of the season. But Tyler really struggled in his first outing against Bridgeport. They yanked Tyler. They put Z in, and he did well out of the bullpen. He proved that he belonged back in the rotation after having some subpar mechanics and erratic issues in spring training. And, it seemed like he was extra motivated, angry, pitched with a chip on his shoulder early on. He's back in the starting rotation where he belongs. Sawed off down the right field line foul. 1-1 count, 1 out, runner on first. Scoreless, top of the second inning. But Z's a competitor, and it seems like this whole staff, whether it be starters, long men, setup men, or the closer, just feed off each other. The Somerset Patriots staff ERA is 2.08. No other team in the Atlantic League has a team ERA below 3. Southern Maryland has the next best ERA at 3.05. Somerset is at 2.08 as a staff ERA, and a massive sample size. I mean, this is May 30th. It'll be a 1-1 here to Redmond, 35 years old, from St. Louis, Missouri. In for a called strike, 1-2. Redmond began this year in Bridgeport, but the .224 hitter was then traded 10 days into the season to Long Island. In his 4th straight year in the Atlantic League. Ex-big leaguer with the New York Mets in 2003. Only has 3 career big league hits. One of them was a home run at the old Shea Stadium. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first, scoreless, top of the second. The Ducks have 7 ex-big leaguers. The Patriots, they have 9 ex-big leaguers, so 16 of the 54 active players in this game were once in the show. It'll be a 2-2. Fly ball in the infield. Drifting back is Greg Hopkins. Charging in is Johnny Tucker. Coming a long way near the second base bag to make that catch. It's always easier to come in on a ball than drift back. That's why Tucker called off Hopkins. And there's 2 outs with a runner on first. And here comes Reggie Corona. The switch hitter will bat from the right side against the southpaw, Matt Zielinski. Time for the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships upcoming events calendar. Well, like we talked about the open of this broadcast, it is going to be a long night. About an hour after this game, the Somerset Patriots are going to head to Bridgeport, Connecticut for about a 2-hour, 15-minute drive to the Nutmeg State. They'll finish this game, shower, pack their bags, eat some dinner, and load the bus. And I talked to Brett Jody before the game. He's been with this organization for a dozen years. It's the first time he can ever remember taking a bus right after a night game to the next destination. But that's the case because tomorrow's game's at 1 p.m. And the alternative was leaving at around 7 a.m. And Brett's philosophy is, let's just wake up in the city where we play in. Doubleheader tomorrow, just odd scheduling. It'll be an 0-1 here to Corona. Corona's really struggling, hitting just 111 in his last 10 games, 4 for 36. Foul in the inning behind home plate, 0-2. And when you're struggling, it seems like you're just going to fall behind in the count. And that's the case with Reggie right now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Corona used to play in New Jersey, actually with the Trenton Thunder when he was in the Yankees organization, so he's back in the Garden State. Maybe a bit emotional for him. Scoreless top of the second, 2 outs, runner on first. Z looking to work around the leadoff infield single. He does. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 Ks through 2 scoreless innings for Matt Zielinski. That's 24 consecutive scoreless innings for the Somerset Patriots pitchers. Bottom second coming up, scoreless on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Lottery, Lucky Row, instant ticket game. These lucky fans are going to scratch some lottery tickets, try to win with the New Jersey Lottery, but remember, you must be 18 or older to scratch. So get those pennies out, and anything can happen in New Jersey now. Get ready to scratch.
Fans, be sure to visit our Facebook page to vote for the New Jersey Lottery Game Changer of the Week. Every Friday, 3 players are nominated as fans to vote. A random fan will win tickets to a future game of baseball signed by the winning player. So vote for your New Jersey Lottery Game Changer.
One part invigorating, one part relaxing. The Tea Tree Experience is something you need to try. Ask your Supercuts stylist for the Tea Tree Experience today. Find a location near you at supercuts.com. Reps Fitness Supply, the Ulta Fitness store, wants to pump you up. From treadmills to home gyms, Reps has it all to guarantee lowest price. With no money down, no payments or interest for 6 months. Why wait? Experience Reps' huge 5,000 square foot showroom on Route 22 East in Somerville today and save. Home half of the second we go. We're scoreless. It'll be Gamble, Vidal, and Hopkins due up. Gamble is 0 for 9 in the series. Had the off day yesterday, so maybe that freshened him up a little bit. But Gamble has been playing pretty well, had 9 RBI this past weekend against York, including that mammoth grand slam to deep right center field at Santander Stadium. It was the second grand slam this month for Somerset. Prior to this month, they had gone 2 years without a salami. Donahue also hit one earlier this month against Lancaster here at TD Bank Ballpark. First pitch to Gamble, breaking ball, slips in for a strike. Count 0-1 here, the 29-year-old from Neptune, Florida. Hitting just 156. Talked to Brett Jody before the game. He said he likes how Gamble's going the other way. He's not trying to pull off on everything. You know, earlier on in the year, they played the David Ortiz shift on Gamble because he was trying to pull everything possible. Well, you're so much more of a valuable asset when you can use all dimensions of the diamond. It'll be an 0-2 to Gamble, 2 homers, 11 RBI in the season. The offering. Dribbler behind home plate foul will do it again. And remember, Gamble missed 12 games with a right wrist injury. He missed 2 years with 2 different ACL injuries in 2013 and 2014. This is his first full season since 2012. It's going to take some time to get your timing back. The 0-2 to the former 4th-round draft pick. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good changeup by Barbosa. 1 out, no one on. Bottom of the second, we're scoreless. Here comes David Vidal, who also had an off night yesterday. When there's so much depth in your squad, you can afford to give guys, you know, an off day a week. Healthy competition here in Somerset. Patriots 23-10, Ducks 18-15 on the season. Lefty pitcher, righty batter. Vidal hitting .268, no homers, 7 RBI. From Miami, Florida, just 25 years old. Low and in, count 1-0. Vidal has played many years in the Reds organization before coming over to Somerset. The 1-0. Low and in, count 2. It'll be a busy day here in the Fullerton Auto Press Box. In the top of the 4th inning, we'll be joined by longtime former Patriot Daryl McCall, who announced his retirement today. He threw out the first pitch. McCall won 29 games with Somerset from 2011 to 2014, so we'll talk with D-Mac in the top of the 4th. And then in the top of the 5th inning, we'll be joined by Bill Leary of Air Conditioning and Heating. He's the sponsor of tonight's fireworks extravaganza. 3-1 is the count here to Vidal. 1 out, no one on. Bottom of the 2nd, we're scoreless. Vidal, a very patient hitter in the upper echelon in the team in walks. Looking to coax a 1-out free pass right here against the lanky Barbosa. The 3-1. In for a called strike. Vidal took 3 steps out of the batter's box, insinuating he thought that was strike ball 4. He was already ready to toss his bat and walk down the first base line. You don't want to show up the home plate umpire, Tom Grandolfo, like that. Now anything close, you really got to swing. You're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Vidal strikes out. 3 straight strikeouts dating back to the first inning for Barbosa, and here comes Greg Hopkins. Hopkins, 26 years old, originally from Massachusetts. Barbosa, the pitcher, went to the University of South Florida, where he was a 36th round draft pick in 2012 by the Arizona Diamondbacks. In for a called strike, count 0-1. He actually began the year in Double-A with the Arizona Diamondbacks organization, did Barbosa, but he was released after 3 games, 1 star, went 0-1 with an ERA north of 12. That's going to get you released. And he's latched down with the Ducks in his first year in the Atlantic League. Swing and a miss for the Hopper, count 0-2. And Barbosa was a walk-on in college, so he walked on to the USF baseball team. And now he finds himself playing pro ball. It's a pretty cool story. He was a communications major in college. Went to community college for 2 years, did Barbosa. A really blue-collar player. This ball served into left field for a base hit. Good job by Hopkins to sit back on the breaking ball and poke it in the left. So a 2-out knock prolongs the inning for Robert Andino. Is coming off a multi-hit game and an RBI last night. Robert Andino, last 7 contests, 6 RBI. He's really coming around. Jody spoke very highly of him in the Brett Jody show that I filmed earlier today that will air sometime later this week here on ESPN.TV. Runner on first, 2 outs. Andino at the dish. Andino just hitting 192 from Wellington, Florida. Had a walk-off hit on Mother's Day, in for a called strike, count 0-1. 9 years in the big leagues for Andino, spending time with the Marlins and the Orioles. Was in the big leagues as most recently as 2013. Count now 1-1 here to Andino. He's hitting 192, so he's almost off the interstate. He's in the right lane, getting ready to get on the exit ramp. Need to get above that Mendoza line, that 200 batting average threshold. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. You know, when you're hitting like 110, 120, you're in the left lane on the highway. You're in I-20. You're struggling. You know, 140, 150, 160 batting average, you're in the middle lane. 180, 190, you're in that right lane. You're ready to decelerate and get off. Hit that exit ramp. Get off the highway. The 1-2. Low and in, 2-2. At 192, I take it Andino's about 3 good hits away from getting off the highway. Hitting on the interstate's not something you want to be a part of, especially 6 weeks into the season. And it's so hard to make your batting average fluctuate the deeper the season goes because, you know, your sample size gets larger. It's simple math. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Barbosa looks sharp. He's got 4 Ks through 2 scoreless innings. Z has 3 Ks through 2 scoreless innings. Looks like we have another good pitcher's duel brewing here in Central Jersey between the Pats and the Flock. Through 2, we're scoreless. Top of the 3rd we go on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You will find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Activities, a lucky family tonight. It will also receive special products from Banana Boat to encourage spontaneous summer fun all season long. Have you started saving for college? What about retirement?
Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. Attention Patriot fans, Bridgewater Diners, a proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Located 1244 Route 22 in Bridgewater, it is just a foul ball away from the ballpark. Bridgewater Diners, a great place to meet and eat. Stop by the Bridgewater Diner before or after the game and enjoy great food and company. Well, we head to the top of the third inning. We're scoreless. It'll be Blanky, Lyons, and Sabatella due up. Blanky's pretty interesting. He began the year with the Ducks, then was signed to Double-A with the Red Sox, Portland Sea Dogs, and he was released and he's back with the Ducks. Fly ball to center, caught by Tucker on the first pitch, and there's one away here in the top of the third inning. Here comes Dan Lyons, who's having a renaissance 2015 season. We all knew what shortstop Dan Lyons could do with the glove, but he's really, really playing well offensively as Dan Lyons, hitting an even 300 in his last 10 games. Usually whatever you get out of the 9-hitter Lyons is gravy, but he's hitting 287 this year. In his 4th straight year with the Ducks, he was the 2012 Atlantic League Championship Series MVP. He laid down a walk-off RBI bunt safety squeeze against the Barnstormers in Game 5, as the Ducks won their 2nd Atlantic League Championship at that time. They would went on to win the next year against Somerset in 5 games as well. It'll be an 0-1 here to Lyons. Upstairs, 1-1. I think Lyons is the 2nd best defensive shortstop in the Atlantic League. I think the best is Lance Sawatsky of Lancaster. Lyons can pick into the 6th hole. Low and in. 2-1 count here, 1 out. No one on. Top of the 3rd inning. We're scoreless. We'll do an abbreviated version of the Nissan scoreboard update. We'll just check in on Atlantic League scores right now. York is leading Camden 3-2. Southern Maryland will get underway against Sugar Land momentarily. Lancaster's up 3-0 on Bridgeport in the 2nd inning. So Bridgeport's in Lancaster Day, so they have to travel tonight as well. So both teams for tomorrow's doubleheader will be at a disadvantage, having to travel heavily the night before. 3-2 counter to the 9-hitter Lyons, who has good speed. You want to keep him off the bases. The payoff pitch. Foul behind home plate near the entrance plaza. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 3rd. We're scoreless. Matt Zielinski on the bump. Zielinski's from Southampton, Pennsylvania. Did you know that he commutes an hour to and an hour from the ballpark each and every day? He lives in an entirely other state. Fly ball to center. Tucker takes 5 steps back, hauls in with his black mitt, and there's 2 away. And that's his commitment to Somerset. You know, this guy lives in Pennsylvania. He could easily maybe play for York or Lancaster, but he travels an hour to and an hour from to play for the Somerset Patriots. Never played affiliated ball as Matt. Spent 3 years in the Frontier League, was too good for that. Needed stiffer competition, and he has thrived with the big boys here in the Atlantic League. Only 27 years old is this lefty. Here's Sabatella, who smoked a single up the middle his first time up. Count 1-0, and was later caught stealing, trying to swipe 3rd. Scoreless, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd. 24.2 scoreless innings for Somerset pitchers thus far, dating back to the 9th inning on Wednesday. Unbelievable. 9 from the bullpen, and the starters just doing really well. Guys like Bierman and Zielinski. How about David Harden? 13 consecutive scoreless innings in his last 3 outings. Unbelievable. The 2-0. Into center field. Tucker could tie an Atlantic League record for most putouts in 1 inning, and he does. 3 putouts for Johnny Tucker. Ties an Atlantic League record held by many. We go to the bottom of the third. We're scoreless on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
To the Somerset Patriots dugout on the first base side, and I've got Amanda and Ashley here who are going to do the Heritage Guild Archery Challenge. Sparky's running out on the field because he's going to be holding this giant apple, at least we'll pretend it's an apple. And Amanda and Ashley, we're going to see who can hit the most apples with their arrows. And even of a tie, it'll be the first one to hit. So go ahead. All right. Let's see. Amanda is next. Oh no, Ashley is the one. Close. Fans, we need to help them out here. This is a tough game. Let's see. Oh, all right. We got one. Ashley's got one. And Amanda, she has 2. Amanda has 2. So Amanda, you are our winner. Here you go. You can take a jab off our gift back from the Heritage Guild. And if you guys want to check out the area's premier archery and firearms destination, the Heritage Guild is located in Branchford, New Jersey, and they are all in one shop.
Attention Patriot fans, make sure to stop by the Power Home Remodeling Table and get all your questions answered about those upcoming home improvements that you've been thinking about doing this year or next year. Be sure to ask about a 10% off coupon from Power Home Remodeling.
ESPN.TV production into things. I'm Justin Answell, live from the Fullerton Auto Press Box. Game number 34 of this Marathon 140-game season. We're almost exactly at the quarter pole of this 2015 season. 18th year of Somerset Patriots baseball as they're looking for their 6th Atlantic League championship. First in 6 years, first since 2009. Here's Donnie. He's kind of slumping offensively, averaged down to 246. He's peaked at the AAA level. He's 2 for his last 18. Barbosa rocks fires. First pitch up and away. Count 1-0 to Don. A homer and 10 RBI. Every year Adam's been with Somerset, he just gets better. 3 homers 2012, 6 2013, 9 2014. He said the goal this year was to hit 12, go up in increments of 3. Well, he's going to need 11 more. You prorated stats, he's only on pace for 4. But he's usually a really good postseason player. And if he can come through in the postseason, that's all fans will remember. The 1-1, up and in. Count 2-1 here. The reigning Atlantic League catcher of the year, Adam Donahue. One of the glue guys of this organization. He, Tucker, and Hunton are the longest tenured players, both in their 4th year with the red, white, and blue. Speaking of Tucker, Tucker's on deck. The 2-1. Low and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Bottom of the third, we're scoreless. It's been 3 close games in this series between these 2 squads. The 3 games have been decided by a total of 5 runs. And look, this one's going to be a close one as well. The 3-1. In for a called strike. And Donnie has himself a full count as he's the 9-hitter in this order. Donnie's hit as high as the 3 hole, now as low as the 9 hole, so he's really fluctuated throughout the batting order. Well-deserved day off for Skelton after he caught back-to-back games, including one game that went 12 innings. The 3-2. Breaking ball too far inside, and he walked him. First free pass of the evening given up by Barbosa. And it's a leadoff walk to the 9-hitter who had been just 2 for his last 18. Not what you want to do, and here comes Tucker. Tucker roped a double. The 2-hop the wall in left field his first time up. Tucker's hit safely now 5 of his last 6 games, average at 220, a homer, and 16 RBI. Tucker glances over at Shane Spencer for the sign. Now Somerset could play for the bunt here. In on the grass is Puckett at third. Donnie modest lead over at first. Lefty pitcher, righty batter. 12 inches difference between the pitcher and the hitter right here. 6'8" Barbosa against 5'8" Tucker. Tucker gets the signs again here from Shane Spencer. The real Shane Spencer, not the imposter from Albany that we had to deal with 2 summers ago. It'll be an 0-1 here to Tucker. The pitch. Ground ball off the glove of the pitcher. Ricochets the Lions. He's going to step in the bag for 1, on to first for 2. Wow. That's a 1-6-6-3 double play. Second double play in the last 3 innings induced by the Ducks. So that erases the leadoff walk. Maybe that's why you were thinking about bunting. And here comes Aaron Eggleston, who laid down a bunt single his first time up. Next half inning, I'll be joined by Daryl McCall of the Somerset Patriots, formerly of the Somerset Patriots, I should say. The 33-year-old spent the last 4 years with the organization, but called it quits today officially. Got to throw out the first pitch. And Eggleston gets plunked in the back, in between the 9 and the 1. That's his 7th hit by pitch this season. He leads the Atlantic League in that category. Aaron's like a magnet. He does crowd the plate, hunched over stance from the left side. 7th time he's been hit by a pitch. Here's Thomas Neal. Neal had a chance to give Somerset an early lead. First and third, nobody out, but banged into a 5-4-2 double play. Scoreless, 2 outs, bottom third. Runner on first. T-Daddy at the plate. Hitting .287, 2 homers, 14 RBI. Third most RBI on the team. Fastball low and in. Count 1-0. Second time through the order here. We'll see what adjustments Somerset can make. In for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Scoreless, bottom of the third. Marrero on deck, who's going to try and extend his hitting streak to 18 games. You'd love for Marrero to bat with a runner in scoring position. That means Neal needs to get on to keep this inning going. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball near the chin. Tied him up. Count 1-2 here. So Thomas with 2 strikes needs to shorten up. Usually with 2 strikes, Thomas Neal has an opposite field approach. He looks to take the ball the other way to right or right center. Big lead for Eggleston over at first. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Did he foul tip it? Yes, he did. Just getting a piece is Grandolfo. And it was not caught by the catcher Blanqui. So we'll do it again. New life for Thomas Neal. I mean, he just barely got a piece on the nub of the bat. Capacity crowd on hand on this Saturday evening, series finale. Somerset has now played every team at least once except for Camden. It's amazing. Somerset will end up playing Bridgeport 14 times before they play Camden once. Just very awkward scheduling this year. In fact, Somerset plays Long Island 12 times alone in the month of July. 3 different series on the pond at Bethpage Ballpark in July, including July 4th weekend. Very interesting. The 1-2 here to Neal. Eggy on first, 2 outs. Scoreless, bottom third. The pitch. Up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're 1 pitch away from Aaron Eggleston being in motion. Thomas Neal, ex-big leaguer with the Cubs, Indians, and Yankees. Used to be locker mates with Ichiro Suzuki. The 2-2. Popped up foul behind home plate. We'll do it again. Somerset just continues to dominate at home this season. They're 13-3 at home this season, are the Somerset Patriots. Just 2 losses to Bridgeport and 1 to Long Island. 13 wins, though. The 2-2. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did, says DeJesus, strike 3. Through 3, we're scoreless. Top of the 4th we go. We'll be joined by Daryl McCall coming up on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Hey, great to see you, man.
To win this Fan Choice Bobblehead promotion.
All I gotta do is this.
Don't forget to vote for your choice in the AT&T Fan Choice Bobblehead promotion. Visit SomersetPatriots.com to cast your vote today.
Hey, up on the video board right now, some extra special announcements. Welcome to the Savannah Sandmats from Ridge Baseball. Happy birthday, William Johnson. Happy birthday, Gabby. I love you, Dar, from Uncle PJ.
Fans, today is the last day to vote in the AT&T Fan Choice Bobblehead promotion. Vote for Adam Donahue, John Hunton, or Johnny Tucker today. Visit SomersetPatriots.com to cast your vote. We go to the top of the fourth inning. We're scoreless. I'm Justin Answell, live from the Fullerton Auto Press Box, and joining me is one of the greatest Patriots in recent memory, Curveball McCall, Daryl McCall. Spent 4 years with Somerset from 2011 to 2014. Daryl, it's Justin Answell. Great to see you back at TD Bank Ballpark. All right, Daryl, you threw out the first pitch. I don't know why you're retiring. It looked pretty good, that curveball.
Well, hey, probably have to ice my arm after, but I enjoyed it.
Is it emotional right now? Taking everything in. I mean, you're wearing a collared shirt. Usually wearing that red, white, and blue uniform.
Yeah, it's pretty emotional, but it was time, and I think me being here is the start of a healing process for me. After 15 years, that's all I knew. So I think this is exactly what I needed.
Is it the camaraderie that you're just going to miss most with the guys instead of the mental grind of baseball?
Absolutely. I was sitting in the dugout with Sparky the other day and, watching these guys. I don't miss the physical grind, the mental grind, the emotional grind at all. I just miss having that uniform on and riding the buses and the hotels and the locker room experience with all the guys. That's what I really miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. Top of the fourth inning. Delta Cleary Jr. is the batter, and he lifts one down the left field line. It's going to hook fair. Aggie's going to quickly cut this off. Cleary Jr.'s got good speed. Wide turnaround first, and he's going to motor into second with a stand-up leadoff double. Somerset Patriot pitchers have thrown 25 consecutive scoreless innings, but it might be in jeopardy with a leadoff double. I'm Justin Answell, joined by 33-year-old Daryl McCall, who wore the number 33 for 4 years with Somerset, 29 total wins, and it's kind of fitting, Daryl, that you come back when they're playing the Long Island Ducks. I think one of the best moments of your professional career was Game 4 of the championship series in that 16th inning when you worked out of a bases-loaded one-out jam, and you got the win when Angel Sanchez ended up getting the walk-off hit the next half inning.
Hey,
you think about that a lot?
There's not a lot of times where I don't think about that. That was absolutely amazing. Who would have ever thought I gave up 2 squibs right back to me, for the second, third out? Absolutely, just swinging bunts. It was basically like they just rolled the ball back to me. It was absolutely amazing, and I think about that every time I think about.
And let's remember, you were pitching on 3 weeks rest at that time too. You were probably pretty cold on the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? Hey, you got to be ready when called upon, no matter what the situation might be.
Fastball up, count 1-1. Playoffs are fun in the Atlantic League, right? I mean, you've been part of a lot of them.
I have been a part of a lot, and I'll tell you, there's no place I'd rather have a playoff experience than right here in Somerset.
In for a called strike, 1-2. Lou Ford's a great player, the reigning MVP at the plate. He leads the league in RBI with 33, and opportunity to drive in Cleary Jr. right here. Runner on second, nobody out. Top of the fourth inning. We're scoreless. Zielinski squints into his battery mate, Adam Donahue. These two were all-stars a year ago. The 1-2. This ball's popped up, shallow right field. A lot of hang time. Neal should be able to make the catch in foul territory. He does. Bluffing just a tag. Draw the throw is going to be Cleary Jr. An unproductive out from Lou Ford. Speaking of all-star, you were an all-star in 2012 with York. You also pitched for Camden as well. I'm not trying. You don't need to say anything about those 2 squads, but what makes Somerset unique of the 8 teams in the Atlantic League?
The professionalism from the ownership group, from the front office, from the coaching staff. The professionalism here really makes Somerset an envy of the league. So, I was with other organizations in this league, and let me tell you, there is no team in this league who treats their players quite like Somerset does.
Mr. Califer is the man. And you're wearing one of the watches that you earned from Mr. K, right?
I am wearing.
I have that one too.
Hey, beautiful.
It's
beautiful. So,
first pitch, fastball away, count 1-0 here.
I made sure Steve saw me with it on. I said, "Hey, Steve, I got it on."
So you're coaching at Tate High School right now. I guess they just finished up their season, or they are finishing up. What's going on with you in your post-baseball career?
Well, I just finished at Tate High School. Unfortunately, we didn't make the state playoffs. We were number 2 in the state of Florida, and we had a pretty big hiccup. But right now, I'm also doing a little contractor work, keeping my hands busy. But what I'm planning on doing is taking this summer off completely, separating my separate myself from the baseball playing side and the baseball coaching side. And hopefully in the fall, I'll be in an instructional league with somebody in an affiliated ball uniform again.
You've been grinding since you were 18 years old and drafted by the A's at a high school, so you deserve this. This ball's lifted to deep left. This might be out of here.
It's gone.
And it is. John Griffin's 6th home run of the season, and that snaps the streak of 25.2 consecutive scoreless innings for Somerset Patriots pitchers. In fact, Darryl, this is the first time the Patriots have given up a home run since May 17th. It's May 30th right now. It had been 13 games since the Patriots pitching staff had given up a home run, but Griffin hits a 2-run homer with 2 outs, and the Ducks draw first blood. They lead 2-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. You liked working with Corey Nommel, the pitching coach for Somerset?
Absolutely. What an amazing guy. Just a great human being. Really knows his stuff. And you know what? He'll go to bat for you. You know, if things aren't going well for you, he'll pick you up. If things are going well for you, he'll kind of keep you right there in the median where you're not riding too high and you're not riding too low.
It'll be an 0-1 served into right field for a base hit. Zielinski leaving the ball over the fat part of the plate right now. 2 outs, runner on first. 2-0 Ducks lead in the top of the 4th inning after Redmond singles. And here come Reggie Corona. You happy for a guy like a Johnny Tucker who said he's going to retire after this year as well?
Absolutely. You know, he will miss it, and I'm sure you guys will see him here next year as well. But, you know, what an awesome guy he is, a grinder day in and day out. And, you know, I'll be ecstatic for him and happy for him when he does retire as well. So.
And your good buddy Adam Donahue, I don't think he's going to ever call it. Is Don ever going to call it quits? Speaking of Don, it squirts away from him as Redmond goes to second. He'll stop right there. But, you know, you've been with Somerset for 4 years. These guys are with it for 4 years, too. You know, they just love it here. These guys want to win. You know, it's not just about moving on in their career, making, you know, the most money or getting commas in their paycheck. They just want to win. And you got to respect that.
Absolutely. You know, and that's why they keep coming back. It's all about winning. It's all about that family feel that's here. And, you know, that's you can't ask for much more than that.
Runner on second, 2 outs after that wild pitch. Reggie Corona's at the plate.
Oh, no.
And he lifts this one to deep left center field. Tucker on the run. Eggy on the run, but he tracks it down. He makes the catch. Through 3.5, Patriots lead 2-0. Darryl, you're my bus partner for the last 3 years. I certainly miss you on the road trips. Continued success, my friend.
Thank you very much.
That was Darryl McCall. I'm Justin Ants. We'll come back with the bottom of the 4th next here on SPN.TV.
Patriot player hits a home run here at the bottom of the 4th. Adele Kisher. You are going to win a luxury suite for a game.
Thomas S. Ballwater Roofing, LLC is your local roofing experts proudly serving Somerset County. Visit them online at thomasballwaterroofing.com. Looking for a great deal in a car? You'll score big savings. Your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Let's pause for 10 seconds. Station identification, the Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network.
Financing for 60 months. Save on your energy bills. Again, Bill Leary. Air Conditioning and Heating, the sponsor of our post-game fireworks show.
2-run home run by John Griffin, so Ducks lead Patriots 2-0 in the 4th inning. First home run given up by Somerset since May 17th, a span of 13 games. Well, Barbosa's going to look for a shutdown inning, and Marrero's going to look to extend his hitting streak to 18 games. Nobody out, nobody on, bottom 4. Great talking with Daryl McCall, one of my personal best friends that I've made since I've been on the job since 2012. An awesome human being. Wish him nothing but the best in the next stage of his life. And it's good for him to come back. And, you know, it's great to see people not forget where they came from. And, you know, Somerset helped build Daryl McCall, and, you know, he's giving back, throwing out the first pitch, mingling with the fans, signing autographs. Broken bat dribbler down the first base line. Marrero's going to have to hustle, throw to first, just got him. As there's one away. Marrero's 0 for 2. And here comes Gamble.
Designated hitter number 9, Matt Gamble.
Next half inning, we'll have another interview. We'll talk with Bill Leary of Air Conditioning and Heating. It's a good day to use the AC. It's currently 84 degrees outside. Now, contrary to popular belief, there's no air conditioning here in the Fullerton Auto Press Box. We got the window open. We bear the elements just like the folks here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. Gamble shoots this one right into the mid of the first baseman, Griffin, on the fly. Griffin using a 6'6" frame to catch that one. So Griffin homered last half inning and makes a nice lunging catch in this one. 2 outs, no one on, bottom 4. 2-0 Ducks lead, and here comes David Vidal. David Vidal is the team barber. So before batting practice, he's usually giving guys haircuts before. I mean, that's how he supplements his income. You know, the minor league lifestyle, like Daryl said, you know, it's a grind. Got to find other ways to make a living. And Vidal shoots this one to deep center field. Going back is Cleary Jr. at the warning track, and he makes an over-the-shoulder catch. Through 4 innings, 2-0. Ducks lead the Patriots. Top of the 5th coming up. We're going to talk about air conditioning in the next half inning on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
Your wrist bone's connected to your x-ray. Your x-ray's connected to your orthopedist. Your orthopedist is connected to the OR. The OR's connected to your blood work.
With RWJ Health Connect, your secure electronic medical records are connected to your hospitals, doctors, and to the Robert Wood Johnson Health System.
And
There is a $5 upper box special by ordering online, entering a promo code MOVE. That's
2-0 Patriots lead, top of the 5th inning. Zielinski back on the hill, due up for the Ducks. It'll be the 8-9-1 hitters, Blanky, Lyons, and Sabatella. I'm Justin Antwell, live from the Fullerton Auto Press Box, and joining me this half inning is Bill Leary of Air Conditioning and Heating. We're not going to talk about heating today, but we're definitely going to talk about air conditioning on 84 degrees Saturday evening. Mr. Leary, thanks so much for joining me. And you're sponsoring the fireworks today, so that has to be really cool. You got to love the fireworks display that they put on in Somerset, right?
Oh, it's the best. Yeah, it's the best.
So what brings you out to TD Bank Ballpark other than the fact that you're sponsoring it? Are you a big baseball fan, Mr. Leary?
Oh, yeah, we enjoy baseball. I always play baseball. I got 3 daughters. They play softball. And, yeah, we enjoy coming here. Beautiful night. Happy to sponsor the game, be out with customers and, you know, family and friends.
First pitch, weak dribbler on the third base line. Barehanded by Vidal, slings it across the diamond. Backhand pick by Neely, got him. Oh, it's a web gem play right there by David Vidal. Pretty play, charging into the grass. 1 out, no one on. 2-0 Patriots trail. Top of the 5th inning. We're joined by Bill Leary of the Air Conditioning and Heating. How long have you been partners with Somerset, Mr. Leary?
Oh, it's been a while. I don't know exactly how long. Probably close to 10 years, I'd say.
So what all do you do at the ballpark? Are you responsible for all the air conditioning and all the suites and the offices downstairs and the concourse, the hallways? What do you do? Everything here?
That's it. You got it. take care of everything.
What's your ideal temperature? Give me your ideal temperature in a room, if you had to be in a room. Are you a guy who likes it room temperature at 72? You like to blast the AC? What do you like?
Yeah, I'm good with 68.
You're good with 68?
Yeah.
See, I'm one of those guys, I need to sleep in like 55-degree weather. I've got about 5 pillows at home, and I constantly just turn them over. I need cold pillows, I need cold sheets, I need a cold room, so you probably want me as your client then.
Yeah.
It'll be a 1-1, in for a called strike, count 1 and 2.
I like it when it's about 100 outside.
Well, then people need you, right?
There you go.
So is Bill Leary Air Conditioning Heat, is it like a monopoly here in Bridgewater, or are you just like kind of the go-to client that people, is there a lot of competition out there, or what do you think?
There's a lot of other companies. There's some good companies out there, and we just have been around for 25 years, so people know that we do the right thing, and they can count on us.
Strike 3 looking, down goes Lions. 2 outs, no one on. 2-0 Patriots trail, top of the 5th inning. Here's Sabatello's 1 for 2. Where's your office located? Where is it? What's the people want to go? Or do you have one or no?
Our office is in Metuchen.
Okay.
Our office and shop, warehouse, sheet metal shop, and we have guys throughout the state. Even in Pennsylvania, they take the trucks home and they're all ready to service you when you call, or dispatchers just dispatch the guys wherever they got to go.
Looped into left center field. This will go down for a base hit. Ducks have been hitting a lot of extra base hits in this series, and Sabatello is going to coast into second with a stand-up 2-out double to prolong the inning. To allow me to talk a little bit more with Bill Leary from Air Conditioning and Heating. He's sponsoring the post-game fireworks extravaganza that will be going on after the game. Is what makes Somerset unique is just the affordable family fun aspect. It's not all about the on-field product. There's so much to do in the concourse as well. I'm sure your daughters, you mentioned you have 3 daughters, have to love this environment too, right?
Yeah. This was actually the first place we, give the kids a few bucks and let them off on their own. Let them go up to the concourse, get a little food, come back. It's a safe environment. The kids have a lot of fun.
Are you watching any of the Women's College World Series right now in softball?
I am a little bit, yeah.
Who's your team?
I don't have one. I just clicking through the channels, and when I see it, I stop.
Where'd you go to college?
Nowhere.
No.
Went to Middlesex College a little bit, and that was it. I decided.
So you were like a highly regarded draft pick out of high school that just, like a baseball player that just cashed in.
All right. Well, if I do need to talk about myself, I did play varsity for 4 years.
Excellent. You look like a good athlete.
Third base for 4 years. I went to college, Middlesex College, but needed to work. So
absolutely. We love this blue collar mentality that you got, and we're very thankful for the air conditioning in the summer and the heating in the winter. Fly ball to center. Tucker's there to make the catch. Inning over. Mr. Leary, thanks so much for all the air conditioning. I'll continue to blast it at 55 degrees.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
That was Bill Leary. I'm Justin Antwell. Bottom 5 coming up. 2-0 Ducks lead the Patriots in the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Hey dog owners, come join the Somerset Patriots for a night of baseball with your furry friend. The Patriots will be hosting 3 Bark in the Park nights for the 2015 season on Wednesday, June 3rd, Tuesday, July 14th, and Monday, August 24th at TD Bank Ballpark. Well-behaved, social dogs are welcome to join us for each 7:05 p.m. game for pet-related giveaways and a pregame pooch parade on the field beginning at 6:30. Pups can also enjoy Yappy Hour during the 3rd inning of each game for some delicious doggy-friendly ice cream. Tickets are still available for all these games, and dogs get in free. So come on out for a tail-wagging good time with the 5-time Atlantic League champion Somerset Patriots. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can catch a baseball game with your best friend.
Okay. Hey Patriot fans, enter to win a hospitality suite for you and 29 of your closest friends, courtesy of Somerville Aluminum. Enter now through August 12th at somervillealuminum.com/sweeps. Stay cool this summer with Weltman. Weltman Home Service today and call Weltman Home Service today and receive a $500 trade allowance on any new AC installation. 888-WELTMAN is the phone number. Service you can trust since 1962. Kind of ironic we read a spot about Wellman's air conditioning when we just talked to Bill Leary about his air conditioning. There is some competition after all. Here's Hopkins. Launches one down the left field line. Foul. Count 0-1. Bottom of the fifth inning. 2-0 Ducks lead. Barbosa needs to get through this inning to be eligible for his first win of the season. Hopkins single to left field his first time up. Swing and a miss. Count 0-2. Hopkins single came on an 0-2 count. He's got an 0-2 count right now. It'll be an 0-2 here to Hopkins. Ground ball to the third base line, just foul. Oh, just foul. Kicked about 3 inches foul. 2-0 Ducks lead, bottom of the fifth inning. Somerset needs to win this game to win their 6th straight series. This is a big swing game. Somerset begins the evening 5 games up on the Ducks. Even if they lose this, they're still 4 up at the end of the week. But you win this, you're 6 up on the Ducks with 36 games to go. The 0-2 to Hopkins. Ground ball on the third base line, just foul again. Hopkins grew up in Massachusetts, was a diehard Red Sox fan. That's where his love for baseball really stemmed. And he grew up idolizing Nomar Garcia-Parr, and Hopkins is a middle infielder himself. Nomar would go on to play for the Red Sox, Cubs, and Dodgers. Cutter inside, count 1-2. Hopkins enjoys kayaking in his free time, and he says his favorite food is Chips Ahoy cookies. It'll be a 1-2. Low and in, count 2-2. He says that he can eat a whole bag of Chips Ahoy cookies at once. It'll be a 2-2 here to Hopkins. Nobody out, nobody on to start the fifth. Swing and a miss and a changeup. Pulled the string on him, did Barbosa. Barbosa looks sharp. And here comes Andino, struck out swinging his first time up. That is now 6 strikeouts for Andrew Barbosa. The 6'8", 205-pound lefty's dealing. So after Somerset posted back-to-back shutouts, the Ducks are trying to tally a shutout themselves. They have one through 4 1/3. 2 runs on 6 hits for the Flock, no runs on 3 hits for the Pats. Here's Andino. Had a multi-hit game last night upstairs, count 1-0, average at 190 for Robert. 6'1", 190-pound, 31-year-old. Swing and a miss, good changeup. This changeup is pretty. It just parachutes out towards the plate. Two one count, here to Andino. Barbosa kicks, deals. Swing and a miss, count 2-2. So the next time the Ducks and Patriots will play will be in Long Island on July 3rd, July 4th and July 5th. So July 4th weekend will be at the Pond. They will not meet in June. Launched on the right field line, foul. 2-2 the count. Somerset will return home on Wednesday for a series against Lancaster, the reigning Atlantic League champs. But they got 4 games in 3 days with Bridgeport coming up. The 2-2 upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Look, Somerset's just a bloop and a blast away from getting back in this. Everybody on the top step of the dugout. Bench has great energy. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 7th strikeout through 4 2/3 for Barbosa. This changeup is impressive. And here comes Donahue. My goodness. 7 Ks already. Don walked on a full count his first time up. 2-0 Ducks lead, bottom 5, 2 outs. This is Barbosa's just 3rd start of the season. And Donnie loops this one to deep left field. Drifting back is Redmond at the warning track, makes the catch, inning over. 5 scoreless innings from Barbosa. He's in line for his first win in 3 starts. Through 5, 2-0 Ducks lead. To the 6th inning we go here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Donnie. We gotta find Donnie.
Where's
Donnie at?
I haven't seen him.
There he is.
Oh, what's up, guys?
We've been looking all over for you. What you up to?
Man?
What are you doing?
Man, just checking Facebook.
Yeah?
You know, hanging
What's
out.
going on?
Trying to stay in touch with the fans.
We got BP.
Yeah?
Yeah. How's
Everyone's,
Facebook?
Oh, it's good, man, you know.
We got BP in 5.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll be out there.
We got time.
I'm always there on time. Don't worry about it.
Punctual.
Always. That's what happens. Donnie.
Don't forget to vote for your choice in the AT&T Fan Choice Bobblehead promotion. Visit SomersetPatriots.com to cast your vote today.
Okay. Good job. There you go. You get this free batter of funnel cake. Congratulations. And Sam, if you want your own batter of funnel cake, visit the section 215 behind the family fun zone to get your batter of funnel cake today.
And once again, a reminder, if you want to pick the bobbleheads we're giving away this year on September 13th, you have only today.
Top of the 6th inning we go, 2-0 Ducks lead. It's time to tell you about the AT&T Fan Choice. It's the last day to vote for the AT&T Fan Choice Bobblehead promotion. Vote for Adam Donahue, John Hunton, or Johnny Tucker today. Visit SomersetPatriots.com to cast your vote. Is your old phone system putting your business on hold? Well, Ideacom Communication Group can help. Ideacom has the experience to provide a solution that's right for your business. Call them at 973-857-4440. Top of the 6th we go, 2-0 Ducks lead. Here comes Lou Ford. Zielinski back on the bump. Lone blemish in this game, a 2-out, 2-run homer in the 4th to John Griffin. Griffin's due up 3rd this inning. Low and away, count 1-0. Is the first home run allowed by the Somerset Patriots in 13 games. The 1-0 here to the reigning MVP. Curveball inside, count 2-0. Wind is blowing out to left field right now. The sun is just about set. The lights are beaming bright. Fireworks will be after the game. The 2-0. Weak dribbler to 3rd. Should be a routine play across the diamond for Vidal. It is, and Ford's retired. There's 1 away. We'll do an abbreviated Nissan scoreboard update brought to you by Nissan Innovation that excites. Choose Nissan at Nissan.com. Looks like Sugar Land and Southern Maryland are in a weather delay in Texas. River Sharks and Revolution tied at 3 in the 8th inning. Lancaster blanking Bridgeport 5-0 in the 4th. Here is Cody Puckett. Puckett is 1 for 4, has 6 hits in the series. Low and in, count 1-0. Zielinski went to Richmond University for his undergraduate tenure, wasn't drafted. Went to graduate school at Westchester University in Pennsylvania, still wasn't drafted. So he had to take the independent ball route. Popped up, foul side of first, out of play, about 10 rows back. Count 1-1. Puckett has peaked at the AAA level with the White Sox organization in his 2nd straight year with the Flock. Ducks missed out on the postseason last year. That's because Somerset won both halves in the Liberty. This ball's poked to deep left field. Going back is Tucker at the warning track at the wall. It's going to be off the base of the wall. Tucker barehands it, throws it into second, but it's a sliding feet first double for Cody Puckett. Here's Griffin. And Griffin clubbed a 2-run home run his last time up. He is the single-hand difference in this game, in this 2-0 ball game in the 6th. Tomorrow, Somerset will use Brett Brock for Game 1 and Lucas Irvine for Game 2. This ball's hit to deep right field. Going back is Marrero. He's going to make the catch. Tagging from second is going to be Puckett. He'll easily make it to third, standing up. But there are 2 outs in the inning. Runner on third. 2-0 Ducks lead in the top of the 6th inning. And here comes Prentice Redmond, who's 1 for 2 with a single. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 6th inning, Somerset would send up Tucker, Eggy, and Neal, top of the order. It'd be the 3rd time through against Barbosa. Got to keep the deficit at 2-0 here if you're Zielinski. Ducks looking for an insurance run, and this ball is slapped to left. Eggleston takes 4 steps back, camps under it, squeezes it with one hand, and the inning is over. Bottom 6 we go. Patriots trail 2-0 on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Come play with us! BSC has the only 4-level fantasy-themed laser tag arena in the country. Drop in for a game or book your next family fun outing and experience the best laser tag in New Jersey. Arcade games for all ages. Win tickets and take home great prizes just like the Shore. BSC also offers exciting party options in a fun and unique environment. Sports leagues, camps, and child development programs. BSC has something for everyone. Stop by and join the excitement.
Your wrist bone's connected to your X-ray. Your X-ray's connected to your orthopedist. Your orthopedist is connected to the OR. The OR's connected to your blood work.
With RWJ Health Connect, your secure electronic medical records are connected to your hospitals, doctors, and to the Robert Wood Johnson Health System.
And RWJ's connected to you. Register online for RWJ Health Connect. Better access for better health.
Okay.
If you guys want to visit them, you can find them located on Route 27 in Somerset.
One part invigorating, one part relaxing. The Tea Tree Experience is something you need to try. Ask your Superguts stylist for the Tea Tree Experience today. Find a location near you at superguts.com. Somerset Hills Memorial Park and Mausoleum is the choice for family heritage. Conveniently located just off 287 in Basking Ridge, New Jersey, Somerset Hills Memorial Park offers peace, respect, and dignity to those we serve. Bottom of the 6th inning we go. Patriots trail 2-0. Top of the order due up. 3rd time through. Let's see what adjustments Somerset can make against Andrew Barbosa, who's absolutely dealing right now. 7 strikeouts and just 3 hits allowed through 5 scoreless innings for the lanky lefty. Out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. First pitch strike, count 0-1. These are the right guys you want coming up. Tux, Eggy, Neal. If anybody gets on, Marrero has a chance to extend his hitting streak to 18 games. The 0-1. Ground ball to 3rd. Puckett across the diamond. Routine play. 1 out. Here comes Aaron Eggleston, who's 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch. It was the 7th time he was hit by a pitch this season. Leads the Atlantic League in that category. Nobody warming up in the Duck pen. You know, we talked to Aaron a couple weeks ago on the postgame show. And I asked him, you know, what changed? Because he really had a dismal, frustrating 2014. I mean, he didn't even start in the postseason. You know, why'd you want to come back? Why'd you still think you had something in the tank after he barely hit 250 last year? And he said, you know, he thought that maybe the end was near in the offseason. But he knew he had just an ounce of morsel left. He knew he couldn't go out on that kind of note. And he worked really hard in the offseason. He came to New Jersey early to get extra hacks in the cage. And it's really paying dividends. The guy's hitting .313. Loops one to left. It's caught by Redmond, though. And there's 2 outs here in the 6th. Here's Neal, who's 0 for 2. Look, Somerset, turning point of this game, bottom of the 1st inning. Men on the corners, nobody out, and Neal banged into an unconventional 3rd to 2nd to home double play. Cranked down the 3rd baseline foul, count 0-1. I mean, if you just get a sac fly there, It's a 1-0 ball game. It changed the whole complexion of Barbosa's mentality. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, count 0-2. But that Houdini act by Barbosa in the first innings really, really jump-started his outing. I mean, he is in command right now. Looking for his 8th strikeout. There's 6 scoreless. If he can get one right here. The 0-2 here to Neal in the bottom of the 6th. Up and away on a waste pitch, count 1-2. Marrero can tie with one swing of the bat. You'd love to get Neal on. Cue shot foul. And the Ducks would love to get Neal out because then when Marrero comes up in the 7th inning, if Neal makes the final out, well, even if Marrero hits a home run, the Ducks would still have the lead. This is a big point of the game right here. It'll be a 1-2 here to Neal. Yes. Low and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Patriots trail 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. This will be Somerset's first series without a win since early May. It's the final days of May right now. The 2-2. Out and away, 3-2. Good at bat here by Thomas. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Was down in the count 0-2. Has worked at full 3-2. Can he just get on base somehow, some way? Let Marrero tie it up. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Neal throws his bat and slams his helmet in frustration. Through 6, Patriots trail 2-0 here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
For a consolation prize, John Martin.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You'll find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
Somerville Aluminum is a full-service home remodeling company.
Our new state-of-the-art showroom provides our team with the tools they need to help you realize your dream home. Under one roof, you can touch and feel decking materials, check out our working shower display, or walk through our fully functional kitchen.
Seeing is believing, and we welcome you to visit us at our new location at 20 County Line Road, Branchburg, New Jersey.
This month, get 10% off siding and roofing projects.
Santa Fe is an integrated global healthcare leader with U.S. headquarters in Bridgewater, New Jersey. We work to prevent and treat the diseases we know about today as well as those we may face tomorrow. The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. Top of the 7th we go, 2-0, Ducks lead. Zielinski remains on the hill. Difference in this game, a 2-run home run with 2 outs by John Griffin. Back in the 4th. It snapped a streak of 25.2 consecutive scoreless innings by the Patriots pitching staff. And Zielinski's pitched well enough to earn the win. He just needs some run support. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Lower third of the order due up for the Ducks, starting with Corona. Former product of the Yankee system, has peaked at the AAA level. The 0-1 upstairs, count 1-1. You know, Matt Zielinski, he's had some big-time moments here in his year and a half with Somerset. He got the win against the Ducks on Father's Day last year with his father and grandfather in attendance here at TD Bank Ballpark. That was really cool for him. He started the All-Star game at TD Bank Ballpark as a rookie in the Atlantic League. That was a surreal experience. But he says the coolest experience of all in his short time in the Atlantic League was matching up against Tracy McGrady last May, 12 months ago, when Tracy McGrady made his professional baseball debut after spending a decade in the NBA, going to the All-Star game 7 times. Fouled on top of the suite level above me, count 1-2. And Zielinski actually stole the show that evening. He got the win while T-Mac got the loss. And Zielinski says he still has the lineup card from that game that says Tracy McGrady was the pitcher for proof. Pretty cool. The 1-2. into right field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard for the Ducks. Zielinski, when you leave a changeup over the fat part of the plate, the most prolific offensive team in the league is going to take advantage, and the leadoff man is aboard. 4th time in 7 innings, the leadoff man's been aboard. That's more than a 50% success rate. Runner on first, nobody out. 2-0 Ducks lead, top 7. And here comes Mike Blanke. I got to think Blanke's bunting here. Hitting just .227 in the season. He's a catcher that might be one of the slowest people in the Atlantic League. He's definitely a threat for the double play. I think you got to bunt and play for an insurance run right now. Lyons has been hot on deck. Wow, he did not show bunt. It's a moot point because the ball's going to skip away from Donnie. That's got to be a pass ball. It looks like Donnie just got crossed up there. So a pass ball. Now I would definitely bunt because now you can get a runner to third with 1 out with a bunt, and then Lyons can bring home a run without the benefit of a hit via an RBI sac fly or maybe even a RBI ground out. 2-0 Ducks lead. Low and in, count 2-0 here to Blanke. Blanke, 6'4", 225-pounder from Palm Bay, Florida. He is 26 years old. Up and away, count 3-0. And you don't want to walk this guy here, Matt, because then Lyons would be bunting with 2 on and nobody out. You got to challenge Blanke here. The 3-0. Knee-high strike, count 3-1. This is a rematch of the 2013 Championship Series where the Ducks outlasted Somerset 3-2. It'll be a 3-1. Hit into right field for a base hit. Rounding third and heading for home is going to be Coronin. He's going to score. Wow, Marrero was pretty nonchalant with that ball. He kind of conceded the run right there. Well, that's why I'm a broadcaster and Baez is a manager. That's why they're not bunting with Blanke, because they want him to drive in a run via an RBI single, and that's the case. 3-0 Ducks lead in the 7th, the big insurance run. The way Somerset has looked against Barbosa, this could be more than enough. Here's Lyons, who's 0 for 2. Lyons flew out to center and struck out. First pitch strike, count 0-1 here to Dan Lyons. He's from Rochester, Minnesota. Probably not used to this 84-degree weather in Rochester, Minnesota. The 0-1. And he does bunt this one right in front of home plate. Donahue fields it, throw to first, got him on the sack. Blanke goes to second. So Baez playing for another run here. Runner on second, 1 out, and the top of the order is coming up, starting with Sabatello, who's got 2 of the Duck 9 hits. Sabatello's got 2 hits. The Patriots have 3 the whole game. No activity in the Patriots bullpen. This is Z's inning right here. One out, runner on second, 3-0 Ducks lead. Top of the 7th. Change up upstairs, count 1-0. Somerset would love to win this game for a variety of reasons. One, it would make this 2-hour, 15-minute bust that we've got coming up after this game feel a lot shorter. Still can't believe we're taking a bus after a night game. The 1-0. Grounded in the first base line, foul. Count 1-1. I just don't understand how you schedule a doubleheader in the first game of a series when both teams have to travel to that venue. I mean, Bridgeport's in Lancaster right now. So it's not like Somerset is the only team getting the short end of the stick here. The homestanding Bluefish are not an ideal traveling situation either. The 1-1. Hits the inside corner, count 1-2 to Sabatello. 3-0 Ducks lead, top 7, 1 out, no one on. The largest deficit Somerset's overcome in a win this season is 3. and they trail by 3 right now. So you do not want this to grow any larger because Somerset's never come back from 4 runs down. They're going to be down to their final 9 outs when we get to the bottom of the 7th. Z glances back the runner Blanke at second. 1 out, 1-2 count. Sabatella, the pride of Hamden, Connecticut, Quinnipiac University alum at the plate. Played for Lancaster 7 years ago. Dribbler down the first base line. This is going to stay foul. Count 1-2. One, 2 count here, 1 out to Brian Sabatella. 30 years old, former 9th round pick by the Mariners in 2005 out of the aforementioned Quinnipiac. Used to play for the New Jersey Jackals right here in the Garden State. It'll be a 1-2. Check swing. Did not go. Count levels at 2-2. Runner on second, 1 out. 9 hits already for the Ducks. But they only lead 3-0. You feel like the Ducks should be up a touchdown, but they're only up a field goal. The 2-2. Popped up in the infield. Greg Hopkins should be there to make the catch. Equidistant between first and second. He hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So 2 outs, runner on second, and this will bring up Delta Cleary Jr., who has doubled and scored a run. Also has laid down a sack bunt back in the first.
Number 5, Delta Cleary Jr.
Fastball inside, count 1-0. Broken back grounder to short. Andino fields it on 1 hop. Sidearm throw to first and plenty of time. Neal makes the catch. Get up and stretch your extremities. If you're watching or listening on your couch at home, the Patriots, they trail 3-0. Bottom 7 coming up on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Hi.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need
Sorry.
help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, that's... Hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Trune Associates is sponsor of the lawn here at the ballpark. At Trune Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people understand your needs. Trune Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. Looking for a great deal in a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Bottom of the 7th we go. Somerset's got to get something brewing offensively. It'll be Marrero, Gamble, and Vidal due up. This might be the final time Marrero bats as he tries to extend his hitting streak to 18 games. Marrero, during the course of this 17-game hitting streak, is hitting .425 with 5 homers, 14 RBI, and 10 doubles. He's hitting .323, 6 homers and 20 RBI in the season. Clubbed a 2-run homer yesterday. Barbosa remains in the hill. First pitch, knee-high strike, count 0-1. Meat of the order due up, 4, 5, and 6. The 0-1. In for a called strike, count 0-2. And that's been Barbosa's bread and butter. First pitch strike, second pitch strike. Putting the hitter on its heels. The 0-2 here to the most lethal hitter in the league right now, Marrero. Up and away, count 1-2. Marrero is captivating this city by storm. It is literally Marrero mania here in the Somerset, Bridgewater, Central Jersey area. People are foaming at the mouth about this guy, and rightfully so. The 1-2, low and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no one on, no one out. Somerset down 3-0. Look, the formula. Get 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th. Scratch and claw your way back in this. The 2-2. Low and in, 3-2. Obviously, you'd love for Marrero to get a hit to extend the streak, but you just need to get him on any way possible to jumpstart this rally. Somerset has only had the leadoff man aboard twice in the first 6 innings. Can they make it 3 times in 7? The 3-2 here to Marrero. Swing and a miss, and the breaking ball, strike 3. He's 0 for 3 with 2 Ks sandwiched around a grounder to the pitcher. And here comes Gamble. The secondary pitches have been lethal for Barbosa. Just beautiful. Here's Gamble, who's 0 for 2. Gamble's 0 for 11 in this series. Average at 152 for Matt. Lefty-lefty matchup here. First pitch. Cue shot on the third base line. It just kicks foul as Puckett touches it in the third base coach's box. 0-1 the count, 1 out. 3-0 Ducks lead, bottom of the 7th. You know, when you look at the Atlantic League in the big picture, you got 2 teams that are really running away with their division. Somerset begins the evening 5 up on the Ducks. Southern Maryland currently has a 7-game lead over Sugar Land in the Freedom Division race. A lot of teams below 500. Fastball upstairs, count 2-1. In fact, every team in the Freedom Division is below 500 except for Southern Maryland. Usually people say the Liber Division's worse. This year it's the exact opposite. The 1-1. In for a called strike, count 1-2. That's because Camden and Bridgeport are having respectable years. I mean, usually you can just throw your bat and throw your gloves out and beat Bridgeport and Camden. Not this year. First-year skippers Chris Widger and Ricky Van Asselberg are doing a great job. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Barbosa is dealing. My goodness. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Ks. Is that right? 10 Ks, yes. 10 strikeouts for Barbosa. Here's Vidal. Neil, Marrero, and Gamble, the 3, 4, 5 hitters, have struck out 6 of the 10 times that Barbosa struck out a batter. So he's battling with the best of them and winning. Is Barbosa. Upstairs, count 1-0 here. And he's only issued 1 walk. So he's really been efficient. Caiazzo is warming up in the Patriots pen. This ball's looped into left center field. This is going to get down for an extra base hit. Wide turnaround first for Vidal, but he's going to hold up right there. I thought that for sure was going to be a double. But look, I guess you don't want to run yourself out of a big inning. Just a long single for Vidal. Maybe he didn't hustle hard out of the box. 1 on, 2 out. Patriots down 3-0 in the 7th, and here comes Greg Hopkins. Hopkins has 15 hits this season. 6 of them have been for extra bases. An extra base hit could score Somerset's first run. Swing and a miss, count 0-1. The 0-1, up and away, count 1-1 here to Greg Hopkins. Patriots are down to their final 7 outs. We're in the 7th inning. Patriots trail 3-0. Runner on first, the 1-1. Upstairs, count 2-1. Look, if Hopkins gets aboard, then the tying run comes to the plate with Andino, who's got big league pop. That's all you can ask for. It'll be a 2-1 here to Hopkins. Foul tipped at home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3-0 Ducks lead. And if I'm Barbosa, I throw the changeup here. It seems like Hopkins has been really anxious at the plate. Throw a changeup and catch him out in front. It was the changeup that got Hopkins swinging in the 5th. One of 10 strikeouts for Barbosa. The 2-2 here with a runner on first. That's going to be a fastball low and away, keeping him honest. And the count's 3-2. So now with the count 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th with the Patriots trailing 3-0, the runner on first, Vidal, will be on the move as soon as Barbosa releases his baseball. So they'll get a head start. See if he goes changeup here to Hopkins. The 3-2. He does go changeup, and it's way in the dirt, and Hopkins doesn't bite. Well, this is Somerset's best chance to get back in this. Andino starting to break out of his prolonged slump. 2 on, 2 out. He represents the tying run. Andino's 0 for 2 today with 2 Ks, but has 6 RBI in his last 7 contests. Look, even if you don't club a game-tying 3-run homer here, you know, a single just gets momentum on your side. A double plate's a pair because with 2 outs, the trail runner Hopkins will be going. He's got good wheels. He should be able to score to cut this deficit from 3-0 to 3-2. And here comes Marty Jansen, first-year pitching coach, out to have some words here with Barbosa. Get you a pitch count on Barbosa right now as we refresh the computer. He is at 101 pitches right now. 2 outs, 2 on. Patriots trail 3-0, bottom of the 7th. Tying run to the plate for Andino. Andino has 1 home run this season. It came against the Sugar Land Skeeters in Texas back in early May. In fact, that was the last time Somerset lost a series. Now, if they lose this game, they wouldn't lose the series. They would just split 2-2. Lefty pitcher, righty batter. Tying run to the plate. First pitch low and in. Count 1-0 on the changeup. So that was the first mound visit for the Ducks. They have 2 more the rest of the way. Remember the new pace of play rules. Only 3 mound visits per game. You get another 1 in extra innings if we go there. It'll be a 1-0 here to Andino. Force anywhere except home. In for a called strike. Count 1-1 here to Robert. Look, Robert's only hitting 188, but people will forget about that batting average if he can smack a big one right here. The 1-1 here to Andino. Fastball hits the outside corner, count 1-2. Barbosa looking for his 11th strikeout. It'll be the 3rd time that he strikes out Andino. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom 7. Runners on first and second. Patriots trail 3-0. Barbosa looking for his 7th scoreless inning. Andino with other thoughts. Barbosa's peaked at the AA level. Andino's been in the show for 9 different seasons. The 1-2. Low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're 1 pitch away from the runners being in motion. You can tell Barbosa's starting to fatigue here as he's past the 100 pitch plateau and he's starting to nibble. There were 2 outs, no one on. Vidal single to left center. Hopkins walked in a full count. Now Andino has a 2-2 count. He can tie it with 1 swing of the bat here in the 7th. The 2-2. Up and away, 3-2, and now the runners will be off as soon as Barbosa releases this baseball. Vidal on second, Hopkins on first. Drama here from the Jewel of the Atlantic League. Lefty pitcher, righty batter. Patriots down 3-0, bottom 7. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to the 8th hitter in the lineup, Robert Andino. The payoff pitch. The runners go. The 3-2. It's grounded to third. Fielded by Puckett. Across the diamond. Throw is made. Inning over. Patriots waste one of their better opportunities. Through 7, Somerset trails 3-0. To the 8th we go here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Vote for me. Vote for John. How you doing? Vote for me. Vote for John. North Plainfield alumni. Vote Big John. How you doing? Vote Big John. All-star. Absolutely. Vote Big John. Here you go. Vote for me. How you doing? Vote Big John. How you doing? All-star. Vote Big John. How you doing? All-star. Vote Big John.
Absolutely, sure. John, what are you doing?
Just campaigning, trying to get some votes, trying to shake hands, kiss babies.
Okay.
Hold on, let me kiss that baby. Hold on. Vote Big John.
Vote Big John.
Vote Big John.
Don't forget to vote for your choice in the AT&T Fan Choice Bobblehead promotion. Visit SomersetPatriots.com to cast your vote today.
Okay. It's a 50-50 for Montgomery Baseball. Here is that winning number. If you have the winning number, go to the Montgomery Baseball table.
It's time to talk about the AT&T Fan Choice. It's your last chance to vote for either Adam Donahue, Johnny Tucker, or John Hunton. You can log on to SomersetPatriots.com and cast your vote right now before midnight. Affinity Federal Credit Union, banking, investing, advising. Learn how you must belong to something better at www.joinaffinity.com. Through 7 innings of play, the Patriots trail 3-0. Zielinski's done. Another lefty's going to pitch. It's going to be Anthony Caiazzo, 5'11", 205-pound, 26-year-old from Paterson, New Jersey. So the local product is in the pitch. Numbers for Caiazzo on the season are as follows. No record, 3.60 ERA, 5 games, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 Ks, 5 walks. Opponents hitting .300 against Anthony. Due up for the Ducks, it'll be Ford, Puckett, and Griffin. Now look, it's May 30th. Monday's June 1st. And on Monday, you need to dwindle your roster from 27 to 25. And this goes for all 8 teams in the Atlantic League. Fastball up and away, count 1-0. It's going to be a game of musical chairs. Director of player personnel, general managers, and managers have some tough decisions to make. You know, the Atlantic League allows you to carry 2 extra men the first 6 weeks of the season. But from June 1st to the end of the playoffs, you have to carry 25. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I mean, right now, Somerset is at the max of 27. It's going to be a game of musical chairs, and 2 guys are going to be left standing without a seat. 2-1 count here to Lou Ford. I have no clue what Somerset's going to do. Nobody stands out to me as saying, like, oh, you know, this guy's got to go. Everybody's playing well. The 2-1. They have the best record in the league for a reason. Dribbler in front of home plate. Caiazzo pounces off the mound. This is going to be a tough play. Throw to first. Going to be offline. Airmail in the right field. I think it's going to be a base hit, though, because that was a really tough play. How about the crowd tonight? 6,971 on hand. Really good stuff. Let's pause for 10 seconds. Station vacation. The Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network. Wow, it's an E1 to the pitcher on that tough play. Look, I thought Ford was going to beat that out no matter what. So no hit for Ford. He leads the league in hits, so it's not like he needs any extra. It's an error to Caiazzo on that little dribbler in front of home plate. So runner on first, nobody out. Ducks already leading 3-0 here in the 8th. In for a called strike, count 0-1. But the $64,000 question over the next 48 hours is, how will Somerset get their roster down to 25? I mean, you can always deactivate your latest starting pitcher and kind of just shuffle through that way, but then you got to do something about the other guy. You need to cut 2. I don't know. Usually those things people tell you take care of themselves. Maybe somebody gets promoted within the next 24 hours, or somebody retires, somebody, God forbid, gets injured. You never want to see that, but usually does happen in baseball. The 1-1. Loop to left, foul. Count 1-2 here. Caiazzo, the pitcher, is from Paterson, New Jersey. That's the same hometown as Giants All-Pro wide receiver Victor Cruz. Cruz went to the University of Massachusetts. Caiazzo ended up going to the University of Oklahoma, where he pitched for the Sooners, where he used to work out with Blake Griffin at the athletic complex in Norman, Oklahoma. It's pretty cool. It'll be a 1-2. Breaking ball upstairs, count 2-2. If you're doing the bench press and you need a spotter, Blake Griffin's probably a good guy to have as your spotter, because no matter how much you bench, he can easily save your life if you drop that weight. I mean, the guy is strong as an ox. Built like a tight end that plays basketball. Popped up foul down the first base line. And Neal reaches into the dugout and makes the catch. Wow, nice play by Thomas Neal. He's always been more known for his offense than defense, but he's played a steady first base this year, and there's one away. One out in the 8th inning. 3-0 Ducks lead. Here's John Griffin, who's 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run. His 2-run home run really got the party started, and the Ducks have not looked back. Lefty pitcher, righty batter. Caiazzo spent the last 3 years in the Frontier League. Now he's playing with the big boys in the Atlantic League. This game's really been flying by. You know, we're not even at the 2-hour threshold, and we're in the top of the 8th inning with 1 out. So, you know, we may get to Bridgeport at a reasonable time tonight. In for a called strike, count 0-1. I actually don't mind going the night before to Bridgeport. The hotel breakfast is really, really good at the Holiday Inn. And if we had left tomorrow morning, we wouldn't have been able to get the breakfast. Since we're leaving tonight, can eat the breakfast. So it's one of the positives about leaving really late. You know, I'm always thinking about food on road trips. It's tough to find food when you don't have a car, so you really got to maximize the chance that you have to eat. Fortunately, the Holiday Inn has good food. Liner over the outstretched mid of the third baseman Vidal down the left field line. Eggy cuts it off. It's a long single. Runners on first and second, 1 out in the 8th inning, and the Ducks can blow this open with an extra base hit right now. Griffin has 2 hits. Here's Redmond, who's 1 for 3. 7 of the 9 Duck starters have a hit. Ducks have 10 hits. Patriots have 4. We're in the top of the 8th with 1 out and 2 on. And Redmond's up. 2 years ago, Redmond led the Atlantic League in doubles. 35 years old is Prentice from St. Louis, Missouri. Low and in, count 1-0. And Redmond was part of those really bad Bridgeport teams. I mean, they were just really, really subpar, to be kind. I mean, they were a lock for 90 losses every year. And that has to be tough on you. Swing and a miss, count 1-1. I mean, losing's just got to wear on you. But I'm sure he's glad now to be with the Long Island Ducks, a team that you know is always going to be competitive. Frank Bolton and Michael Paff are always going to put a winning product on the field along with Kevin Baez. It'll be a 1-1. Ground ball to third. Backhand pick by Vidal. Steps in the bag for 1. Across the diamond. Picked by Thomas Neal. My goodness. He didn't even look at that ball, and he picks in the short hop. We talked about how Neal's a good defender, and bam. He proves us right. All right, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning on that nifty 5-5-3 across the diamond DP. Patriots down by 3. We'll see if they can carry that momentum to the plate in the next half inning on the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Okay, class, as you know, today is Career Day, and we have a very special guest in.
View our full inventory of new Ford cars and trucks online at Fullerton.com.
Wet wipe?
Your wrist bone's connected to your X-ray. Your X-ray's connected to your orthopedist. Your orthopedist is connected to the OR. The OR is connected to your blood work.
With RWJ Health Connect, your secure electronic medical records are connected to your hospitals, doctors, and to the Robert Wood Johnson Health System.
And RWJ is connected to you. Register online for RWJ Health Connect. Better access for better health.
TV is your official media network of the Somerset Patriots. Over 20 broadcasts on the season and a plethora of different live shows. Just log on to spn.tv. PNC is proud to support the Somerset Patriots. Stop by your local PNC branch or visit us at pnc.com to see how we can help you achieve. PNC for the achiever in you. PNC Bank, National Association member, FDIC. 3-0. Ducks lead. Bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher for the Long Island Ducks. It is going to be number 38, Amalio Diaz, 6'2", 215-pound righty from Chandler, Arizona. He has peaked at the AAA level. Diaz was the one that gave up the walk-off RBI single to Aaron Eggleston on Thursday. So Amalio Diaz is in the pitch. Diaz's numbers, 0-1, 17 games, 2.25 ERA, 16 innings pitched, 21 Ks, 4 walks. Opponents hitting .224 against Diaz. So I guess the formula is Diaz for the 8th, and then Ryan Kusmal, who leads the league in saves with 8, would pitch the 9th. 3-0 Ducks lead, bottom 8. It'll be Donnie in the top of the order. So Eggy is due up third this inning, and he had the walk-off single against Diaz in the 12th inning on Thursday. So this has to give Somerset a little bit of confidence, knowing they've already gotten to this guy before. After shutting out the Ducks twice in a row, the Patriots are 6 outs away from getting shut out themselves. Here's Don. Don is 2 for his last 19, 0 for 1 today. Average at .242, a homer, and 10 RBI for the number 9 hitter. First pitch strike, count 0-1 here to Adam. Adam was a second-round pick by the Kansas City Royals in 2002 at a high school in the Orlando area. Peaked at the AAA level with KC in the O's organization. 2 teams that made the ALCS last year. In for a called strike, count 0-2, but Donnie's in his 4th straight year with Somerset. If Darryl McCall had come back this year, he would have been the longest tenured Patriot at 5 years, but he just retired today. And we had him on the booth in the 4th inning, and he was Donnie's roommate. The 0-2. Long set for Diaz. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Donnie down looking as Donnie's offensive woes continue. th strikeout for Somerset Patriots hitters today. Somerset down to their final 5 outs, down 3-0. Here's Tucker. He's 1 for 3, is Johnny. Has hit safely in 5 of his last 6 games. Average of .217, a homer, and 16 RBI. Knee-high strike count 0-1. Ducks in their orange jerseys, Patriots in their whites. It's getaway night for the Patriots. 2-hour bus ride to Bridgeport after this one. It'll be an 0-1 here to Tucker. Breaking ball high, count 1-1. Somerset had their best chances to get back in this in the 1st and 7th innings. Came away empty-handed both times. It'll be a 1-1 here to the Catalyst, Johnny Tucker. The pitch, swing and a miss, count 1-2. Tucker's going to retire at the end of the season. Now, some players go about retirement differently. You know, McCall retired at the end of the season. You know, he did not announce it beforehand. Then there are guys like Johnny Tucker, Derek Jeter, and Chipper Jones who announced their retirement before their final season. It'll be a 1-2. Foul in the netting behind home plate. Now, Tucker's kind of subtly retired. I mean, you know, he definitely has said he's going to call it a career, and it was a great career for Johnny. But he really broke the news on one of the broadcasts a couple weeks ago when we had him on the postgame show. To be honest, I had no idea he was going to retire, and it kind of caught me off guard. He'll turn 32 years old in July. It'll be a 1-2 here with nearly 7,000 in attendance. Foul tipped in the netting behind home plate. Great looking crowd in this Saturday evening. Everybody's pumped up for some fireworks. Some want to come back win as well. Ducks looking to salvage a split. Patriots looking for their 6th straight series win. But Somerset trails 3-0. 1 out, bottom 8, nobody on. The 1-2 to Tucker, who's just fouled off 3 straight. The offering from Diaz on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks in this inning for Somerset. 12 Ks in the evening for the Somerset Patriot hitters. They're not even making contact. And here comes Eggy. Everyone has struck out at least once except for Aaron Eggleston. He's 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch, but everyone else has at least 1 strikeout. And we're 2 outs deep in the 8th inning. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. Bottom 8. Look, Eggy gets on, Neal gets on, Marrero can tie it up. That's the goal right now. And if you're the Ducks, you just want to get Eggleston out, because then, even if Neal gets on to start the ninth and Marrero hits a home run, you'd still have the lead. You do not want Chris Marrero, who leads the team in homers and RBI, batting as the tying run. And the only way that can happen right now is if Eggy and Neal both get on with 2 outs here in the 8th. This is big, the 1-0. In for a called strike, count 1-1 here to Aaron. Hitting .309, no homers, 6 RBI for the 33-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada. It'll be a 1-1 here to Aaron. Long set for Diaz. 2 strikes away from striking out the side. The 1-1. Doesn't strike out the side. Eggy pops up, shallow right, backpedaling as a second baseman. Corona makes the catch. Through 8, Patriots trail 3-0. On the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
This is Jersey. Things happen here. Big things. We had a kid from Hoboken do it his way and become chairman of the board. We had a girl who grew up in Ridgewood find the voice that made her an American sensation. And every week, millions of winning lottery tickets make people's day and change people's lives. This is what's happening right now. The Jersey Jackpot Instant Games with prizes all the way up to $1 million. Anything can happen in Jersey.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Yeah, that's funny. HealthQuest is the official sponsor of the Somerset Patriots, a proud sponsor of the Red, White, and Blue fitness, sports, family, wellness, and community. That's HealthQuest. Looking for a great deal in a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Well, we go to the top of the 9th inning. The Ducks are nursing a 3-0 lead. They're doing the T-shirt toss here at TD Bank Ballpark. Caiazzo remains in the hill for his 2nd inning of work. He'll face the lower third of the order, Corona, Blanqui, and Lyons. Switch hitter righty-righty against Anthony. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning when we get there, Somerset will be looking for their 9th win in their final at bat and their 6th walk-off win of the season. Their 2nd walk-off win this series, it would be. They'd send up Neal, Marrero, and Gamble. 3 ex-big leaguers, 3, 4, and 5, and they'd face Ryan Kusmal, who leads the league in saves with 8. So it's going to be a fascinating 9th inning, presuming the score holds at 3-0. That's why this is crucial for Anthony to put up a 0 and a donut on the board. Give this offense a chance. Corona hitting .288, but Reggie has struggled. He's just 5 for his last 39. It'll be an 0-1 here to Ridgey. Low and away. Count 1-1. Fireworks after the game, win or lose, while the Flemington Department Store post-game show. As of right now, there's no highlights to talk about. If we do get some highlights, we'll, of course, give them to you on the post-game show. We'll look at the doubleheader tomorrow and give out some well-deserved thank yous. If the Patriots do come from behind and win, we'll have a post-game interview as well. Weak ground ball to first. Neal steps in the bag himself for the unassisted putout, and there's one away. Ducks scored 2 in the 4th and a 2-run home run by Griffin. They added an insurance run in the 7th and an RBI single by Blanke. That's your scoring this evening. Ducks are looking to give Somerset a dose of their own medicine after Somerset blanked Long Island 3-0 last night. The score is the reciprocal 24 hours later. Here is the aforementioned Blanke, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Hitting .261 is the catcher. Popped up in the infield. First base side, Thomas Neal, halfway between home and first, makes a running catch. 2 outs. 3-0 Ducks lead. Top 9, 2 outs, no one on. And here's Dan Lyons, who's 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. And the good news for Somerset, Chris Marrero will get a chance to bat. He's going to hit second in the 9th inning, and it would be his final time that he could extend his hitting streak to 18 games. Otherwise, the hitting streak would be over. Oh, 0-1. Hit to right center field. Tucker going over. He makes the catch. All right, bottom 9 coming up. Somerset down 3. 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up against the league's leader in saves. Should be a good one here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Hey dog owners, come join the Somerset Patriots for a night of baseball with your furry friend. The Patriots will be hosting 3 Bark in the Park nights for the 2015 season on Wednesday, June 3rd, Tuesday, July 14th, and Monday, August 24th at TD Bank Ballpark. Well-behaved, social dogs are welcome to join us for each 7:05 p.m. game for pet-related giveaways and a pregame pooch parade on the field beginning at 6:30. Pups can also enjoy Yappy Hour during the 3rd inning of each game for some delicious doggy-friendly ice cream. Tickets are still available for all these games, and dogs get in free. So come on out for a tail-wagging good time with the 5-time Atlantic League champion Somerset Patriots. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can catch a baseball game with your best friend.
Hang out with friends, reward employees, or entertain your clients with a great view of the action from the party deck. Groups of 30 or more can party on the party deck and enjoy an all-you-can-eat premium buffet. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700 to plan your party on the party deck today. We've got drama here from the Jewel of the Atlantic League. Bottom of the 9th we go. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Long Island. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Somerset. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. Neal, Marrero, and Gamble. Righty, righty, lefty. Combined, they are 0 for 9 today with 6 strikeouts. That means they're absolutely due, and they'll be facing the Atlantic League leader in saves, Ryan Kusmal. 6'4", 210-pounder from Fenimore, Wisconsin. He has peaked at the AAA level with the White Sox as recently as last year. This is his first year in the Atlantic League, and he is a good back end of the bullpen pitcher. Numbers for Kusmal on the season: 1-0 record, 14th appearance, 2.30 ERA, 15.2 innings pitched, 13 Ks, 9 walks. Opponents hitting .182 against Kusmal. Somerset needs 2 bloops and a blast to get back in this one. Somerset needs to win this game to win their 6th straight series. If they win this game, it would be a new high water mark of 14 games above 500. It would be their 9th win in their final at bat. It would be their 6th walk-off win this season, and it would be their 2nd walk-off win this series. They won 2 nights ago in walk-off fashion on an RBI single in the 12th by Eggleston. But this is a big uphill battle. They're down 3-0. Here's Thomas Neal. Somerset bats have really been stymied today. Duck pitchers have struck out 12 batters. Everyone has struck out at least once except for Eggleston. Neal struck out twice. He's 0 for 3, and he shoots this one down the right field line, tailing foul out of play in the Pats bullpen. Count 0-1. Capacity crowd of over 6,900 on hand. Somerset is 13-3 at home this season. The 0-1. There's a strike, count 0-2. Zielinski would be in line for the loss. Barbosa would get his first win of the season. Kusmal looking for his 9th save. The 0-2. Fastball just off the plate. I don't know where that missed. That looked really good to me. Just missed, touching the black. Neal stays alive, count 1-2. Nobody out, nobody on. Somerset down 3-0, bottom 9, down to their final 3 outs. The 1-2. Ground ball weakly at the short. Lions charging in. Overhand toss to first. Gets Neal. 1 away. Well, here comes Chris Marrero. This is his final opportunity to extend his hitting streak to 18 games. He's at 17 right now. The Somerset single-season record for longest hitting streak in 1 year was done by Billy Hall exactly 10 years ago. He had a 27-game hitting streak. Marrero's 10 away, but he's trying to extend this in his final at-bat here in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out. Needs a base hit. In for a called strike, count 0-1. It'll be an 0-1 here to Marrero. Shoots this one on the right field line, count 0-2. You know, to me, that 56-game hitting streak by Joe DiMaggio is a record that will never be broken. I mean, you don't even see guys in the big leagues get to half that at 28 anymore. It's just so hard. This is a game of failure. You fail 7 out of 10 times and you're a great player. The 0-2. Low and away, count 1-2. Marrero down to his final strike with this hitting streak. It's been a great hitting streak, and I hope it continues for his sake. Marrero's such an unselfish player. He probably just wants to get a hit to give his team a chance to win. Somerset down 3-0, bottom 9, 1 out, no one on. The 1-2 to Marrero. This ball's hit to deep center field. Going back is Cleary Jr., and he's going to make the catch, and the hitting streak looks like it's going to end at 17. Unless Somerset somehow rallies with 2 outs and no one on and ties this game up at 3, and we end up going to extra innings, and he gets another at-bat. I mean, the odds of that are extremely slim. But, you know, it could happen. How about the pace of this game? About a 2-hour and 15-minute game here. Unreal. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. Gamble's 0 for 12 in the series. First pitch in for a called strike, count 0-1. It'd be the first time Somerset did not win a series since early May when they went to Texas and lost 2 of 3. They've won 5 straight heading into this one, but they're just about to get a split. The 0-1. Grounded foul in the on-deck circle. 0-2 count. Now Somerset's down to their final strike. The Ducks would still be 4 games back as Somerset even if they win this game with 36 games to go. And these two teams would not see each other until the final 3 games of the first half. Games 68, 69, and 70. So there'll be a lot of scoreboard watching the rest of the way. The 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. And the Ducks blank the Patriots 3-0 on Saturday evening in front of over 6,900 fans. Well, Somerset still has a 4-game lead over the Ducks. They still boast the best record in the Atlantic League. The offense just did not come through today. So 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Ducks. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Somerset. That concludes our portion of the SPN.TV broadcast. I want to thank Mark Schwartz, Andy Selecki, and Pat McManus. Stay tuned on radio for the WCTC post-game show. No highlights, no interview. We'll still recap this game and look ahead to the doubleheader tomorrow between Bridgeport and Somerset in Connecticut, and give out some well-deserved thank yous. Fireworks coming up right here on SPN.TV and the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Right now we will send it down to Kerry. She's got one more job for you folks to do before the fireworks start.
Thanks, Paul.